How you doing, everybody? My name is Whinot and welcome back to, I believe, episode 5 of Whinot Game Night. As always, I'm joined by my usual group, our usual DM, and my best friend, Mouse.
Fifth time's the charm, I guess.
You don't have to say anything if you don't want to. Across from me, as usual, my sidekick on YouTube, Magic Bear.
Yo.
And coming to us from a bunker in the south, our good friend, Leo.
God is dead and we killed him with fire.
My friends are meme lords, and I'm ashamed.
I just said yo.
Look, I'm just saying, if you're gonna do this every time, I'm gonna say something
Like,
every time.
I was,
You know, that's fair. I gotta get used to it.
I was being helped.
So
Don't.
let's jump right into our recap. You three arrived here a few hours ago for Doc's 15th annual Halloween bash. After checking your weapons at the door, you came inside to mingle before being trapped inside and realizing it was all an illusion. You were instructed by Doc via an antique radio that you had to find 6 very special items to escape. You determined it was his cane, mug, skull, tome, flute, and medallion, as shown on the portrait on the wall. You searched about, managing to find your way into Doc's lab by inputting a Konami code on an NES plugged into a washing machine, giving way to his secret gigantic laboratory. You searched through each and every terminal you could along in every section of Doc's lab. You found the pet zone, the DeLorean from Back to the Future, his medical ward, personal records, weapons, and you even located your first item in the form of the flute. You also uncovered that the lab used to be a full operation, filled with people. In this time, you fought one of Doc's pets and convinced him to join your party. You all ventured past the condemned elevator to Remus Tech Innovations and White Lion Innovations, wherein you met the Bone Boys, the annual Halloween band. Further down, you found the main testing tracks. You found some less stable wormholers, the cloning center, a seemingly personal Project Stasis, and learned a few things about Doc's old projects as a CEO. You all ended last session when you almost died, fighting your second circus freak, the highly dangerous two-headed man, and the one-headed man, slightly smaller. You gruesomely, and some would say with overkill, finished him off, and in the process, gained your second item, the Adventurer's Tome. 2 down, 4 to go. And seeing as we are 5 episodes in, can I get everyone to take an inventory check? Just remind me what you've all picked up along the way so far. Who has their sheet first?
Certainly not me.
All right, so I got my sword back.
Okay, you got your laser sword.
I'm still missing my laser gun, and I got my rope, and that's about it.
You are holding the Adventurer's Tome, though.
Yeah, I am also holding the Adventure Stone.
And you're covered in searing monkey blood.
Yeah, blood and guts, and my costume's ruined.
Is there anything else you picked up along the way?
There is not.
That's right.
Actually, I think I still have the. How many glasses shards did I pick up?
I do believe 3 or 4.
And how many did I throw at Narc?
1. It was very pathetic.
All right, so then I have 3 glasses of shards on me as well.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, no, you have another thing here. You took the Iron Lion mask. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Hrothgar, how about you?
I got my musket back.
You did. How about everything else?
I stole Doc's shotgun.
You did. You're holding Julia, Doc's favorite gun.
I got a lead pipe.
Yes, you do.
I got a
Yeah.
femur.
You
I got a
no, you
monkey
gave
femur.
you gave the femur to Narc.
I was about to say, I have a femur. Narc's holding on to it, but it is my femur.
Okay. I mean, I think it belonged to the orc that it was ripped out of, but sure.
Let's agree to disagree. And I'm about to have a Satan Ape skull.
All right. You've also picked up a random brain from a file cabinet.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that.
What was once rat poison, now government agent poison.
Oh yeah.
And you found a crowbar in the depths of White Lion Innovations. All right, and Shamrock Combs. How about you?
I have a pistol with 4 bullets, a knife, computer circuitry, a regeneration potion, and the flute.
Yes, you do. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I do believe. Excuse me. I do believe that's everything you picked up. No, there was one other. You outside of everything else, you've also picked up. Don't know if you've kept documentation on you and
No, I put those
Taz.
back.
I put those two.
Okay, but you are still holding on to the staff of undead allies, also known as the secondary scythe.
I didn't really have a name for it, so I didn't write it down.
Yeah, I just wrote down as scythe. And yeah, I do believe that is everything you guys have.
All right.
So with all that said and done, let's pick up right back where we were.
So
You boys are standing over what was once the charred remains of a short little monkey, now ashes burned away. The gruesomely murdered two-headed devil's chimp. And Taz, you are covered in searing monkey blood and holding the adventurer's tome in your hand. It seems to have calmed down a bit. It doesn't look quite as pissed.
all right.
Does that hurt?
It
Little-
does.
Yeah.
It stings.
Yeah.
Think
How much time
think
has,
being covered in sriracha hot sauce.
how much time has passed since we killed this ape?
I'm gonna say about 30 seconds.
All right.
You guys are still just standing over it, catching your breath.
Okay, so it's just a dead ape in front of me, right?
What was once an ape, now it's kind of a mess.
Mm,
It does have 2 heads.
It does have 2 heads. I want one of its heads. Does anybody
get-
have any? Does anybody have anything sharp?
I have a knife.
May I borrow said knife?
No,
You're gonna get blood all over it.
the knife might be important.
Why would the knife be important?
Well, it was one of the items that was given to us at the beginning of this whole charade.
You know what? We're in a lab. I'm sure I can find a scalpel or a knife or a broadsword. It's Doc's lab. You never know what you'll find.
I'm sure.
I mean, one of your party members has a sword.
Don't you have a bayonet?
Bayonets are not good for cutting. They're more stabby.
Just saying.
I'm saying I can't really cut with it. Unless I'm gonna stab him in the neck about 1,000 times and try and rip the head off. But I kind of want this clean.
All right, fine.
You have a
Alright.
laser sword.
Kind of
May I-
test.
A reminder.
Government
about,
boy.
a reminder about the devil's chimp, real quick.
Okay.
You have to remember, part of its skull is exposed. That entire pink and jagged top half of its head is its skull.
Cool.
The only part covered in flesh is the bottom area where the jaw is attached.
Nice.
Awesome.
Just wanted to make sure you knew that in case you thought it was going to be more difficult.
So,
I don't
Fed
think
boy?
I'm flaying it.
Yes, Hofgar.
Hrothgar. There's an R in
Dang
there.
it. Like Hrothgar.
wasp. God. I'm allergic.
Hey,
You.
No, a wasp got in his room. Like,
Damn.
like
He flew
like,
right at my face because he's a.
I'm cutting this entire section.
No, this goes in. This is hilarious.
Like yeah,
No.
like, two in his face. Like that was.
You don't know how long it takes to edit these. And I always miss some swears. The latest video.
This one's just
Had a
gonna have
stream of-
bunch beeping.
The next. Shut up. The latest video had a stream of 4.
Has the
your
whole
knife.
section out, so.
Okay,
boy.
Art, what are we doing?
All right,
Did you get the wasp out of your room?
Not yet. I'm keeping an eye out, but I'm still playing.
all right.
Fed boy is going to use his laser sword to cut off the monkey head for me.
Can he even carry this thing? Like, how big is the head in comparison to his body?
Let's see.
Well,
If I remember
it's
correctly,
less of a size thing, more of a strength score thing.
if I remember correctly, the devil's chimp is around 9 feet tall.
Well, he has 2 skulls, and I want the smaller skull. It'll look very nice between my
There
ape
is,
skull.
there is no
collection and
smaller
my-
skull. They're both the exact same size.
Yeah. Well, I think his skull will look lovely between my demon skull collection and my ape skull collection.
Yeah, it's just a bit big.
Damn.
It's just a little bigger than the average monkey head.
You can
Taz-
rip off his lower jaw and make it a little easier. to
Taz
carry.
like kind of not sure why he wants it. I go to where do you want the incision, at the neck, the jaw, like what am I
Yeah,
covering?
at the neck.
All right,
Careful, that skull is sharp on top.
all right. I use my which head am I cutting off?
Either.
Left or you can cut off Kevin or Kevin's head. Personally, I would go with Kevin's head.
Ah, I got you, you son of a.
That was such a censor right there. I could.
You censored one word with an equally bad word.
That was great.
I guess not sure because he didn't give me head. I cut off both heads.
All right, you
Oh.
do that.
He's done that, and I'm gonna pick one up and put it in my pack.
More blood spurts out.
No, it's a laser sword. It cauterized the wound instantly.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So I'm not
You
covered in blood.
burned a clean cut.
So I'm not bringing. Am I not covered in guts or anything?
Well, no, you're still covered in blood.
God damn it.
You're just not covered in more blood. You still haven't gotten rid of that thing. It's still burning.
Like, is it gonna ever do damage?
You can wait and see.
It's relatively.
But
Like,
you're
yeah,
still
like-
covered in blood and it still really burns.
Like, yeah, you made it seem like it's more of like an inconvenience than a damaging. But like, if it is, I wipe it off.
I'm not going to tell you if that happens or not. That's on you. I'm God here.
I mean, like, I just say like, and as God, you were just saying like, yeah, it's got an inconvenience, like a itch and all that stuff.
Yeah. It's got some nice teeth. Nice pearly white teeth.
I
Ah,
guess
another one.
This is great.
I'm going to start paying Artie to censor my videos. 5 minutes in, and I have 13 swears to cover.
Look, I'm just saying.
I already have 20 minutes of work on my hand, and I won't get past the first 10 minutes.
okay.
You need a timestamp machine.
I wipe off.
I really should.
All right, so I take out my costume
All right,
and
I'm back.
flip it over the side. That's how much blood did the blood drench through the costume onto my suit or just on the costume?
No, you're good.
All right, so my suit's clean.
Yeah.
So it's
Your
just the blood of-
costume is just really bloody.
So
you were
just-
dressed as a kind of meek villain. It was a classic from Scooby-Doo,
Mhm.
but you look horrifying now with it.
All right, so I kind of take my costume off, like this is kind of ruined, and so the blood's just on my hands and my face. Then
Yeah.
is there anything I see that can wipe it off with?
I mean, you have a costume.
Is it just like is he? Okay, I wipe it off with my costume.
All right, I'm going to say you do that. And for accuracy.
Okay.
Yeah, you get the majority of it off. You're
All right.
good. Yeah, now you just feel like you just got out of a hot bath.
Is there any? I'll be honest. Is there any saving this costume?
I mean, there was a washing machine, but that's like a 15-minute walk back.
Okay.
I also set a fire inside of that washing machine.
You did.
Yeah, we did.
Well, you set a fire inside the dryer.
Was it the dryer?
It was the dryer. Washing machine's good, so you'll have very wet but clean clothes.
So I kind of like realizing that
Remind me to set a fire in the washing machine when we get back.
realizing there's danger with these creatures and there's a good chance they can smell blood. I gotta have to ditch my costume. I just drop it in the husk of the beast.
All right, you do that.
So
I mean,
I'm
will
now-
that really
My
matter if I'm
detective
carrying
sense
around a
tell me we
skull?
can Fine for the rest of this lower deck adventure.
I know, but like just like even
My
like
detective sense.
like even going further on that much blood on me is gonna like cause some problems.
Oh, probably.
Yeah,
Maybe.
so
Government boy.
I'm just
I
ditching
like
my-
your thinking there.
like I'm just ditching the costume.
Hey,
Like I'm
government boy.
not too. I keep my no, I ditched my chain too to do all that other stuff. Yeah, I'm just in my government suit now.
Yeah, you're in a.
Is his name tag on?
It is.
It's Taz. Like I didn't lie about my name.
I didn't think you did.
It's spelled weird though.
That's weird.
There's a Q in there.
What?
What?
That's great.
You don't know where.
All right, so I guess I just try to prop up my suit, make sure everything's unwrinkled. Then, all right. Well, that wasn't.
So did you just throw your costume on the floor?
I threw it into its husk.
It's
cast
kind of a-
create bonfire.
Oh, great! You've lit his costume on fire.
Well, and the corpse.
All right.
Get rid of all of it.
Yeah. that's
and
fair.
that starts burning. You guys still do have 2 severed monkey heads.
I kind of look to Shamrock. You got any healing left, or are you low? Actually, can you do?
Yeah,
healing?
let's see. Who? What is your health at currently?
18.
I don't have healing.
Hrothgar was the only one who healed himself.
Yep, and it brought
Oh,
me back
Taz,
to
yeah,
38.
you're 30 points down.
Yep.
And Shamrock took the least amount of damage.
Yeah.
He's at about 2/3 of his health.
Yeah.
Actually,
Right.
closer to half.
Rothgar, you got any healing for me, or were that like kind of cut into your spells?
I used a paladin thingy on myself, and I can't really share.
All right then.
Who
Well,
knows? You might get
could have.
lucky.
Yeah, used all of it.
Yeah, you might get lucky. So, is there
At
anything
the
that you want to
time, I wasn't much better.
All right.
Yeah.
I kind of.
All right. Well, if we're all done here, and then I turn around and go back the way I came.
do? Right
Alright.
back downstairs?
Yep.
I'm gonna
All
head
right.
to the 4th and 5th floor. Just to
Wait, hang on. I gotta remember which floor we're on.
We're on the 3rd floor.
Are we?
Yeah, because
Let's say
I
first floor was wormholers, second floor was cloning.
and then 3rd floor was animal handling.
Yeah, thank you.
Notes.
Good job with that.
Like yeah, like
So you're going up, they're going down?
I'm just going to the 4th floor, so I'm going down real quick too, just to finish this off, make sure everything's.
All right.
He's going up. He's going down. I'm standing right here in front of a monkey corpse. I don't know what I'm doing yet.
A monkey corpse that's on fire.
Well, we separated the head, so.
Yeah, he's got the head. The corpse itself is on fire.
Let me check something real quick.
I like that.
All right. Taz.
Yep.
As you walk off, okay? Before you get to the bridge going back to the the rounded place around the staircase.
Yeah.
You hear a crunch beneath your feet. Like a plasticky crunch.
Yeah.
Foil almost.
All right, I look and examine.
You look down and it looks like it almost looks like a chip bag.
I lift up the chick bag and examine it.
Demon jerky. Made for demons, by demons, with demons.
All right. Is it open,
Interesting.
closed?
It's open.
Hmm.
You look in and there's still 3 pieces of jerky in there.
I look for a trail of crumbs. See, like if
Roll for investigation.
like yeah, that's kind of.
And Shamrock, you still going down?
Yep.
All right, you're going down to brown. And let me check something right here while he's investigating. Want to make sure I didn't have any other dialogue I missed.
Oh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yep.
You don't find anything.
Just a random bag open and all this stuff.
There it is, jerky. I mean,
How
how bad is it gonna get?
Yeah, that's fair.
Jerky, I'll take it.
It says it's for demons, by demons. So I don't think
With demons.
with demons. Like I don't think any of us.
Made with demon. I'm gonna take it anyway.
We're on 2 different floors.
What?
Yeah, you started. Actually, you didn't get there yet. The only one who actually moved them. You moved like 4 feet.
Oh, well.
And
Huh.
Shamrock.
So I did see him.
Yeah.
Well,
Shamrock.
Hrothgar is a mighty dwarf, so
Yeah.
he's gonna take the jerky. Like, I'm not gonna eat it or anything, but I'm definitely taking it from him.
So, do you want to give it to him?
I'm
Got
kind
any
of
more
like,
stuff over there?
let me. I just tell them let me examine it a little bit more, and then I'll hand it to you.
What's a government agent gonna do with demon jerky? God damn it, a third one.
Right now, this is just investigating. Like, might be clue there. Like, for all we know, someone was watching us fight and having a snack, and I don't like the idea that none of us could see them.
Oh boy.
That's right. In about 30 minutes, I'm just gonna burn my house down, guys.
Leo's got a wasp in his room.
This is the 3rd wasp. Thank you very much.
So yeah, like I'm just examining. I'm just gonna I take one piece and kind of examine it myself there.
Okay.
All right. You look over it.
Yeah.
Looks like pretty good jerky.
Nothing.
Blood red.
I missed him. He's gonna come back and steal my.
Rothgar, like I'm trying to Rothgar and ask like, what are you gonna plan to do with this jerky?
I don't know yet. Oh,
Well, I missed and put an inch deep gouge in my wooden desk.
I kind of, let's see, Shamrock would probably be able to identify this, but for now, I put the jerky back in the bag and give it right to Rothgar.
You do that.
All right.
Awesome. So,
Shamrock, hang on first. Shamrock, you get down to the next level. Okay.
Yep.
Quiet.
Lovely. Means I don't have to hear that whole monologue again.
Oh, I thought you were just going down one level.
No, I'm going back down.
Oh, right, all the way back down to stasis. Okay.
Yep. So
Just to hear the monologue again.
Thing.
Walk on through. Okay.
Yep.
By this point, I'm going to say you've made it to the computers, and you still got a ways to go. This was a long hallway. And so in the meantime, we're going back to the other two.
And just to refresh my memory, I did get everything from those computers I can get.
Yeah. You found everything that was useful to you.
At least at the level at which I had.
Yeah.
All right.
I go
You just
to,
didn't stick around very long in the final chamber.
I didn't exactly have a chance.
Yeah.
I heard gunfire.
All right, back to you guys. So you've
right.
given him the jerky bag.
and I've head to the 4th floor.
All right, down to the 4th floor, silence.
All right.
Okay.
And is there a hallway I see that leading into?
Oh, absolutely. There's been a hallway on each of these floors.
Yeah, I know. I'm going down the hallway. I'm getting.
Oh, you're going
yeah.
into the hallway.
I'm figuring out everything that was this floor was dedicated basically.
All right, and yeah, if memory serves, the power's still on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the doors whoosh open. They get a little stuck in the middle, and then they go apart again,
All right.
proving again that this is a really, really old place. Let's see. All right, you hear an audio log as you walk in. Okay,
All right.
it's the better sounding doc, not
Okay.
the doc you're used to, but less gruff doc.
All right.
All right, this next test may involve trace amounts of time travel. So, word of advice: if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. That'll likely wipe out time entirely, forwards and backwards. So,
Great concept,
do both
does
of yourselves a favor. Just let that handsome devil go about his business.
So this is a room for manipulating time. All right. So I guess I go further to the hall.
Throughout this area, it's one of the larger ones you've seen so far.
All right.
There's a lot of different rooms, more shattered glass, of course. The ground's been crumbling. Clearly some sort of big earthly events happening. You get it.
All right.
Time destroys all things. Okay?
All right.
All right. You keep going through. Are you investigating while you're listening to any of this?
Yeah, let's say I am.
Roll for investigation while I read your next one, okay?
All right.
All right, you're another audio log. We've received many comments and concerns about our experiments in time travel, one of which being the question of why they were tampering with highly dangerous set of spells that caused its very creator to be lost in the time stream. Now, I personally think it should be obvious. This magic was never completed. It was left unfinished. There still doesn't exist a mode of time travel that consistently moves correctly through time. Continue with your texting. The next person to ask this repetitive question gets relocated to test with the Nightmare Realm creatures.
Ooh, sounds fun.
The what?
The Nightmare Realm creatures. That would be creatures from a Nightmare Realm.
I get my sword out and keep going. God dang it.
You know what? Hrothgar is gonna start looking around for a cafeteria.
Cafeteria.
Yeah.
All
People
right.
need to eat.
You've only found this area through here, plus the different floors. So I'm gonna say, take a while. Roll me perception on each floor you pass. Okay.
Alrighty
You're gonna
then.
be looking around here. You've only seen the hallways so far, but you never know. All right. Let's see. Oh, 15.
Perception.
All right. Taz.
Yep.
You find a sectioned off room, okay?
All right.
Down a short hallway section
5.
that says sleeper chamber. Okay?
All right.
You want to go down?
I know what went
Any
wrong.
windows like revealing anything?
Nah. Door with a window on it.
All right, gotta peek through the window.
Absolutely. Looking through there, you see cryogenic chambers. Very reminiscent of the ones from Futurama.
All right.
So far, we've managed to slightly control the passage of time, by which I mean we can send someone backwards up to 3 days. Take that, technical time travel spells. Still working on pulling them back without slide home spells, though, which is why we've installed cryogenic sleeper pods in the lab. If you're sent back, just lay back and take a nap. We don't need you screwing up time. Also, be sure you're making your time of departure and arrival on the sheet. Otherwise, we're not going to have enough pods for everyone.
Do I see? Can I see the pods? Is there anyone in the pods?
Ooh, are there people in the pods?
No, there's enough light in there. No, you don't see anyone.
That's boring.
Work door, they really didn't.
Do I see any possible 6 items or anything in there?
Nope.
All right, didn't think so.
Just the entire room, just dedicated to those pods.
All right, and is there anything else further down the hall?
No, it just led straight to that door.
All right.
All right, you want to keep walking through?
Are we going into cryogenic area?
Oh, no. I mean, do you want to keep walking through this lab area?
Oh, yeah, sure.
There's still more for you to find.
All right, I'll keep going.
All right. You keep walking through.
All right.
And Rothgar, how you doing on that search?
Well, I walked 1 floor, got a 5. Anything?
No, nothing there. It's light
All right.
enough that you have some advantage on these rolls, so you don't have to roll too high. There's nothing there but that hallway on that first floor.
All right. How about a 6 on the next hallway or next floor?
No, nothing there.
All right then. How many floors were there again?
I believe 6. What's your next roll?
A 9.
9. All right. Now, of course, these bridges lead outwards towards the wall, okay? The outer wall.
All right.
And around that outer wall is their own gated off bridge around the entire circumference of this cylindrical building-like room, okay?
All right.
So you can walk around the wall no matter what layer you are on. On the complete opposite end, there's only one bridge going towards the hallway on level 3. That was the animal place.
Yeah.
There's only that bridge going there, but around the place, okay? You follow that cylindrical bridge, you see another doorway.
Do I now?
Yeah, on the opposite end. So you're gonna have to walk around that track.
All right, I do so.
You do so, and Taz comes to his next audio log, okay?
All right.
All right. You keep walking down, nothing significant here, more testing chambers. Things are looking a bit more high-tech, but it's all broken down. They say the first rule of strategic time travel is you can't bring anything back from the future, and you can't leave anything in the past. Personally, that sounds like a challenge. For this reason, many of our less fortunate subjects have appeared in the past naked. So there's that.
Okay.
And Hrothgar, you make it to that other door, okay?
Yes, I do.
All right. This door looks almost identical to all the testing doors you come to, okay?
Oh, right, my sick.
The parting doors and such.
Awesome.
However, this one remains shut. And you see to the right, it's a key card entry.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Taz has a key card.
No, Shamrock still has it.
Shamrock has it. All right. Well, I'm off to go find Shamrock.
You do that.
Actually, hang on. Better yet, describe the door.
The door is The door is a large rounded door, okay? Almost a
Round door.
perfect circle. The
Fancy.
doors meet in the center and with a slit, okay?
Okay.
And when you walk through, they're supposed to part like they have been.
All right.
This one,
Well-
however, requires a key card entry.
Okay then. No labels, like no signs or anything.
Where is he right now?
Level 3. You know, I said there's a bridge around around the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get you cross the bridge and then you get to the other bridge around the place.
There was another door.
Yeah, on the opposite end though.
Oh,
So it makes sense why you weren't looking over there at first.
okay.
You said he's missing a key card?
Yep,
I have that key card.
exactly.
I may
Rothgar,
not need.
looking at the top of this rounded door,
Yeah.
you do see something written there. Okay.
Let's say.
Label's been worn off over time, but you can still make out what it's supposed to say. Cafe.
All right. You know what? How long have we been in Doc's hellacious hole?
You mean the home?
The entire property, yes. How long has this party been going on?
Let's see. It's episode 5. I'd say it's been at least with all the stuff you've done. At most about 3.5 hours, 3 to 3.5 hours.
All right. Hrothgar is hungry. Describe the door's materials. What's it made out of?
Some strong metal.
All right. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm going to prop my rifle and my new shotgun up against the wall. Okay.
What are you doing?
Then I'm gonna fit my burly dwarven fingers into that slit. I'm just gonna
Okay.
hulk that door open
You're going to try and violently force the door open.
incredibly violently.
Make a strength check.
All
I'm
right.
interested. I'm
Would
gonna
I
say
have-
you can just barely get your fingers in there. It's like an elevator door opening.
All right. Let's see. Would I have any advantages on this?
And while Hrothgar thinks about that, we're going back to Taz again. Excuse me. Taz, you finally get to a large-ish area, okay?
All right.
Give it
A
to me. Give it
very
to me. Give it to
large
me.
testing track area.
Damn.
This one has a mini ring in it, a mini road ring in it.
All right.
By which I mean this is a drivable area.
All right. So this is probably where the DeLorean was being held.
Possibly. It's a bit smaller than what the DeLorean should be able to fit in. So, you know. All right. By this point, Doc is sounding slightly different. You're going to assume that he sounds slightly older since he's sounding more and more like what he actually sounds like to you.
All right.
This next series of tests is going to involve utilization of the Time Weaver spell. Now, we know that Time Weaver is a shot in the dark to get right, and you're likely to over or undershoot your destination in time. Frankly, I see that as a fantastic security measure. Despite the fact that Trajectory seems to really enjoy big events, still, anyone who signed the release forms and is scheduled for testing should get your affairs in order. Because in all likelihood, when we send you back 6 years, you're going to end up going on experiment 1 instead. Just don't put out the fires. You're going to break time.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Let's see. Yeah. You finally get to the final testing chamber, okay?
All right.
This one looks a bit more destroyed than everything else, okay? And you know what? Just in case, roll me investigation. Just look around here, you know? Because I know you're trying to find stuff, just in case.
I got you.
Yeah.
Eight.
8.
Oh, Hrothgar failed trying to pry the door open.
Yeah,
You got a
because
4.
500 stuff, we always start rolling low.
I don't know. I do great.
I started low, so shut up.
All right.
I've yet to roll a low number tonight.
All right. So, Hrothgar,
He's stealing from
what did
us.
you roll?
A 4.
Run that by me one more time, Chief.
A 4.
All right. You stuff your dwarven fingers into this door, okay? You make a loud as you try and yank the doors open. And
How loud
after
is
a minute and a half, you don't make a budge.
Like, how loud was his yelling?
You can just barely hear it.
I can
You
hear
can tell nothing dangerous going on.
I can barely hear it.
Just barely, but that's because you're pretty damn far in.
Jeez.
It's not like a panicky thing, but
I didn't think I'd be able to hear it at all.
And As can hear them pretty okay.
much
It's more
better.
of an enraged yell.
Yeah.
Hrothgar, you all right?
I'm hungry.
He's
okay.
hangry. Eat a Snickers.
Hrothgar, I'm coming. Don't eat that jerky.
All right.
I only
And hang on.
Hrothgar's getting ready to eat the jerky. Like, goddamn.
And as
Let
you're
me in.
walking out to leave, okay?
Oh, well, I did. What was?
I thought you were leaving.
I was checking the destroyed thing. Then I'm going to leave.
Oh yeah, the area is far more destroyed, okay?
All right.
And you've come to one of the only pieces of intact glass you've seen in this place, okay?
All right.
Still cracking a good bit. One good hit could probably take it out. But this one is a far larger driving area. Something built for a real car, okay?
All right.
And as you get there, everything's kind of fallen apart over time. You hear one last audio log, okay?
All right.
This one sounds even closer to our deck, okay?
Okay.
I want to take this time to remind all test subjects that unscheduled testing is not tolerated. If you are not scheduled for testing on Project Brown and follow the confines of current testing protocols, it means you're going backward in time unpermitted. How far? Far enough to meet your great-great-grandfather and tell him you're fired. Because guess what? I'll let you finish that thought.
Huh. Doc not advocating for chaos. That's a new one. I kind of head out the room and where Hrothgar is.
Oof.
All right. You get back to Hrothgar, who is still trying to pry these doors open with no avail.
Laser sword him.
You're gonna kill Hrothgar?
No, the doors. The doors.
Hrothgar.
I mean, if you want to
concerned.
laser sword
The
him,
doors. I laser sword the doors. My bad. I realized how that sounded. I laser sword the doors.
this is how we get gruesome Taz.
That was. You know
Nice
what?
away.
Okay.
So here's what's gonna
realized-
happen.
I
Taz
laser
is-
sword the-
You pull out your laser sword, looking like you're about to murder Hrothgar, okay?
Yep.
And you
Yeah.
slice through the door instead.
Yep.
So when he does that, at the same time he does that, Hrothgar brandishes his new
Shotgun.
federal agent poison.
Oh.
Back you.
I'm
The
cutting the,
power of rat poison compels you.
I'm cutting the door.
I realize I look murderous.
I'm watching you.
This is the axe thing all over again.
My goodness.
Like this.
You slice through the center of the door, okay?
All right.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say about a 4 foot in diameter hole.
I just kick it.
If
down.
anything, you can either leap in or like far easier pry the doors.
I just gotta kick it down.
Not happening. These guys go left and right. They don't go
Oh.
forward.
I meant the hole I cut in, or like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood you. Yeah, you kick that hole out. You kick that section out, okay?
All right, and just say Hrothgar, go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna walk in. What do I find?
You're gonna crawl in, thank you. You never open the door.
Yeah.
I'm a dwarf. I can walk right through that.
That's
hole,
true.
no
You can
problem.
leap right through that hole.
Yeah, like.
I believe you are around 4 feet.
Like I cut it kind of for him. I'm like not too interested in snacks right now.
Yeah. All right, Hrothgar, you walk in. This place is old, covered in cobwebs, dirt, and mold. But it is a cafeteria nonetheless, you can tell. eating areas. Everything looks like it's supposed to be sterile. And you do see in the far right-hand side, there is indeed a what is it? A kitchen. Like, a service area.
I'm heading in there.
All right. While he does that, I go back to the 5th floor.
You go back to the 5th floor. The
Wait.
5th floor.
Yeah, I was on the 4th one with the time travel and all that stuff.
Yes, you were.
Yeah, like notes. They help.
All right.
Oh wait. Actually, did Rofdar leave his weapons outside?
Yep.
Or-
He did not say he picked them up.
I kind of freeze.
Julia and his bayoneted gun is still there.
I freeze and kind of go in the whole like, Rofdar, why would I grab some weapons just in case?
Hrothgar bears his lead pipe.
Yeah, dude's got moxie.
Dude
Okay,
is hungry.
Okay, counterpoint. I'm gonna stand right in front of the door and kind of listen in just in case.
You're not going in after him? You're not going to help him from very close?
Like I'm gonna like if something happens, yeah, I'm cutting down this door completely and bust it in.
I guess.
So far, there's nothing in there, right? I haven't seen
So
anything.
far, nothing but dirt, mold, and signs you shouldn't eat here.
Oh jeez.
Well, there's got to be a freezer, so let's go find the freezer.
All right, you go through. You find yourself in the kitchen area. Okay?
Actually, why does that? Can I open the adventurer's tome and read through it?
You can certainly try. Hang on first though. You find yourself in the kitchen. Okay.
All right.
Sitting in there, you see shut down old service droids built into the floor. You can see a track where they're supposed to zip around. These were the cafeteria workers that helped prepare all the food. They have since given away to rust and time. And there's 3 in here. One is completely in pieces. The other, you can tell, is not working at all, no matter what you do. And the other, you see, has at some point, probably when you turn the power back on, spontaneously combusted. Nothing else around it is on fire, but its head is on fire.
Lovely. So I'm
Makes
just
you
gonna
really
look
hungry,
at that.
doesn't it?
I'm gonna look at that scene. I'm just gonna walk past it.
All right, you do. And are you heading for the freezer?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, and we're going to zip back to Shamrock. You've been walking a while, and you finally get back to the final chamber in Project Stasis. Okay.
Yeah.
None of the audio logs have come on because you recently heard them.
Okay.
It was only like, I'd say 10 minutes ago.
Not even.
All right. And you make it down to back down to that glowing orb within that room.
So I will go back, and those computers that I messed with, they're
Yeah.
still.
Still active.
Yeah. I recall I messed with a couple of computers, took the screen off of what it was on normally.
Yeah.
Do you remind me what was on them?
Yeah. It was basically the status of the simulation.
No, I mean now that I've removed that piece.
I'll remove that piece.
Yeah. On the computers that I messed with.
Oh wait, you mean the original computers?
Yeah, no, there were
The ones in the chamber.
Yes.
The ones around that wall.
Yes, I messed with a couple of them, and they went from
Oh, right.
talking about the status to something else.
I do believe it was talking about the objectives and previous. No, that was the other one. What did the other one have? Oh, right. This just listed nothing but what the orb was made of, basically. It's a simulation, of course, not the real deal.
Yep.
But it's supposed to be a massive amount of magic, all different kinds that kind of burst. This is an explosion frozen in time inside the stasis bubble. And from what you remember, and what you can still just barely see, there's something in the center.
And it is just a simulation.
Yes. This thing likely not going to harm you. You don't know what the simulation's made of.
Can I get to it?
You don't roll for investigation.
Well, that was exactly what I was hoping for.
All right, and back to Rothgar. No, actually, you know what? Back to Taz. So you pull out the adventurer's tome. It seems to have calmed down. The eye in the center is kind of half lidded. It blinks and looks at you directly in your eye.
Does it recognize me? for the one time Doc showed.
Do you want to ask it?
Um,
I mean, clearly this thing is some sort of living.
I kind of looked at it
And of course, you don't. I want to remind you what the book is.
like I remember that teeth, eyes. Like,
Yeah, there's teeth around where you should see papers.
Yeah.
It almost looks like if a mimic were a book.
Yeah. I kind of like hold it like avoiding the teeth, like blink twice if you remember me, blink once if you don't.
It squints. Okay. And you can see its pupil is darting around you.
All right.
And eventually, it blinks twice.
All right. I remember like,
Now remember, you never officially took hold of this thing. Doc showed you this
Yeah.
book and flipped through the pages.
I kind of, I don't open it and say like, Doc, friend, blink once, foe, blink twice.
He immediately blinks once.
All right.
Do you want to stay there and wait and see if he blinks again?
No, I have to, like, I didn't know if like Doc kind of took this thing or he like won his trust. Like, all right. Doc's location, is it known to you? Blink once for yes, blink twice for no.
Sits there for a minute. Doesn't blink for the longest time. I'm sorry, you say, what was the blinking order?
Yes for blink once for yes, blink two for no.
Okay.
Right.
And eventually, after what feels like an eternity, clearly only like 30 seconds or so,
All right.
it finally blinks once.
All right. You know its location. Is it in the house? Yes for once, two for no. I mean, is he in the house?
I was like, geez.
Sorry, like that was
Like
like
you were friends.
no, we weren't. That was something dumb. Is he in this house? Blink once for yes, two for no.
All right. And you sit there. And you sit there.
All right.
The book never blinks.
All right. So, yeah, my bad. I asked the book. Blink 3 times for you don't know.
The book says you.
Oh, okay, I get it. All
Book
right.
never blinks.
Hmm.
He did. He did answer yes to knowing the location.
He knows location, but he's not blinking if he's in this
Is
house.
she the book?
You
I mean, it
can
doesn't
call
exactly have genitals.
Yeah, let me think. I'm thinking like,
Let's call it it.
Do you know? All right, hang on. Is Doc okay? Yeah, blink once for yes, blink 2 for no.
And the book doesn't blink.
Is its eyes still open? Is it still kind of looking at me?
It's still looking at you.
All right. Did Kevin take you from Doc? Blink yes, once for yes, blink 2 for no.
Sits there a minute. Blinks twice.
Did Doc give you to Kevin? Saying yes or no.
Twice.
No. So Kevin didn't take. Who? Yeah, that he would be able to answer that. All right.
This is a very interesting conversation with you in a book.
Like,
You're playing the blinking game.
did Kevin take you by force, or was blink once that he took you for? Did Kevin take you by force? Yes or no?
And that was all. Oh, that was still a once for yes, 2 for no.
Yep.
All right, just making sure we got the order right. Blinks once.
All right. So this wasn't entirely okay. So that means you were probably in a different location in the house. The animals broke free and he took you, messing up possibly Doc's little game. Do you know why? And you don't have to tell me why he's doing this, but do you know? No, actually, yeah. No. Do you know why Doc is doing this? You don't have to tell me exactly the reason for it, but do you know it? Yes or no?
And he squints again. You can tell the book is thinking. It's still looking you dead in the eye.
All right.
You can practically feel the book staring into your very soul,
All
as
right.
if it's evaluating you.
Okay. Fair.
And eventually, he opens his eye back up fully,
All right.
then blinks once.
All right. So you know why Doc's doing this. I got just like an answer honestly. I'm not gonna hurt you. are you gonna tell me? Is there any way you could, like, if you could tell me, would you?
He blinks twice.
All right, that's fair. Loyalty to Doc. I can respect that.
There's one loyal book.
Yeah, like I kind of figured out.
Set it on fire. Threaten
I
it.
kind of look the book. Are you okay with me putting you in my pouch for the meantime?
You can hear a hissing coming from the book.
All right, you me holding you, is that okay?
The eye opens back up again. Not so unhappy.
All right. You want
What's
me
it gonna do? It's a book. Put it in your bag and tell it to kill
A book with
itself.
razor sharp teeth, and clearly some sort of a soul.
Still just a book.
Let's see.
Just a living book.
This is a does this tome only tell about items or possible creatures or anything?
Well, it depends. Roll for wisdom. Because Doc told you a little bit about the book, just not a lot.
All right, well this
Wisdom.
all right, straight wisdom.
For anyone wondering what that sound is, our cat Mayhem is losing his mind.
Look, he likes his toys.
He does. I'm just
17.
glad he's not going after my mic. 17.
Yep.
Excuse me.
The mic is too big. He thinks he might lose that fight.
All right. The Adventurer's Tome is a large collection of stories, basically.
Okay.
Any adventure to be had throughout all of history, for an item, a quest, anything so to speak, is listed in the tome.
All right.
It is knowledgeable of all, but
Yeah.
the quest in question, when I say quest, the item, the thing that you're looking for, has to have significance.
All right.
So it's like, yeah, it can't be like, where is my beloved coffee cup?
All right.
Not gonna happen.
All right.
But let's say, where is the source of ultimate power in the universe?
All right. I kind of look at the book and I kind of Do you have any quests about Doc?
It squints. How are you holding the book specifically?
That's like kind of, I guess I'm
Like your palms are sort of coming around
like
from
I'm
the
like
side.
one hand on the brim where no teeth and the other one just holding it right there. Like I'm avoiding the teeth right now.
All right. And we're going to pause on that cliffhanger and go back to Hrothgar. Hrothgar, you found the fridge, okay?
All
Now you
right.
can see it's clearly frosted and frozen over with time, the door. But it's still working. You want to give that thing a good yank?
Yeah.
All right, roll me strength.
All right. Then. One strength roll.
He's really going ham on that thing.
Yep.
And I know the audience can hear it because I can hear it every other time he's in the recording. He's our little
Goddamn, natural one. What is with my rolls today? I haven't rolled above a
natural
10.
one.
Roll 500 again. That'll make it better.
Natural one. You grab onto the door, okay?
Yeah.
Where you think is the best place to grab it. And in doing so, your hand slips and you get a little cut across your hand from the sharp ice. And you take 1 damage.
Let's see. I can't get into the cooler. Is there anything interesting in the cafe? Like just
Mold,
mold,
a lot of cobwebs, rubble.
flaming thing.
Yeah, one of the broken robot's heads is on fire. It's kind of hilarious. Just standing there, like slumped over slightly, like a guy who's had a real bad day, and its head is just on fire.
All right, I am leaving the cafe. Like I tried, I failed. I got sad.
No, you made an effort of it.
Now you can eat the demon jerky.
Oh, I can eat the demon jerky.
Taz,
He's not next to him.
No, but he's at this point, I believe he's walking towards that door.
All right.
Yeah. So
you hear
Hrothgar
him
leaves
mutter
the
to
camp.
himself, "Ooh, I can eat demon jerky."
Hrothgar, I gotta look to I'm still waiting for the book. Hrothgar, I advise against that.
Why is that?
Like I'm just saying that thing says it's for demons, and you're not exactly a demon. It could just mess up like regular people.
So I'm gonna open the demon jerky and give it a sniff.
Oh, that's a rough smell. Oh,
Like
that's got so much spice in it. It actually kind of burns your nose.
But does it smell edible?
It smells like an approximation of food. That said, it doesn't happen, but you feel like you just lit your nose hairs on fire.
All right. Smelling salts. This will be great for when somebody dies.
That'll be a very interesting funeral. That really makes everyone cry.
Yeah, man.
You see Hrothgar, okay, intently staring at the book, okay, and finally, it blinks.
And I said,
Oh, sentient book. Really cool.
Guys,
all right, okay, so, and it blinks, so it does have some adult adventures. Like, I kind of asked the book, Eddie with his supposed wife? Yes or no? Like, still.
the book looks off to the side, like doesn't make eye contact with you.
Oh.
Hello, book.
The book then looks to it upwards
Oh.
because Hrothgar's on the other side.
I turned to show it's Hrothgar, while also kind of looking at the book to see
It blinks a few times.
it recognizes him.
Squints, and it takes a little less time to recognize him.
All right. I kind of turned.
It's never Hrothgar. Hrothgar has never held or even really seen the book, but the book knows Hrothgar.
All right. I kind of turned the book back over.
The book knows Hrothgar. Hrothgar's gonna offer the book a drink.
Pretty in character. I can respect it.
I kind of looked at the book and asked, "All right, like if I'm crossing the line, don't have to. Could you just show me his wife?"
It squints again,
All right.
and you did turn to like show Hrothgar the book like face to face.
Yeah, and then I turned like back to me.
All right. Let me check something real quick.
All right.
Oh, does the book accept my offer?
Oh yeah, you're still looking at Hrothgar for the moment, I guess. And finally, okay, as you're holding it out to him, you feel something unpleasant. Okay,
All right.
you know those little book tags, the sewn in bookmarks.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see that slip out from its teeth and slowly slide around one of the covers. Okay.
Oof.
It does graze you, feels wet like an actual tongue, but it looks like it's made of felt.
All right.
Okay. And you see it slowly opens up. Okay.
All right.
You do not see any pages. It is a gaping maw of razor sharp teeth, a few rows of them, and a mouth. And it's just open. The little tongue tag hanging out.
Hrothgar, I think it's accepting your drink.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna pour some alcohol down his throat into the book.
You're pouring alcohol in a book.
The book
In
accepts
the
it.
outside world, this looks crazy. And you both know that.
Yeah.
All right. The moment it's done, it latches shut again. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Quick and sealed tight. And it runs the tag around itself again.
All right.
Okay.
And about my question, like could it show me what his wife looked like there, anything like that?
Book let out a little book belch.
Oh my!
What were you saying?
I said, did it answer my
You want to
request?
ask again?
I asked again. Could you just show me what his wife like, or like maybe their last adventure together or something like that?
All right. Squints at you again, okay?
All right.
And you feel a sharp pain in your hand, okay? And you realize it healed up almost immediately, okay?
All right.
But the book nicked you a little bit, and it slowly closes its eye. Just bit you and closed its eye.
Yeah. All right. And
It has decided it hates you now.
is anything else happen?
Some friend you are. Don't even know what his life looks like.
Yeah.
You guys sit there for about 10 seconds looking at this thing.
All right.
I've never even really seen this book, but I immediately offered it a drink because I'm a nice person.
And right afterwards, it bit the other guy.
Who didn't offer it a drink?
You probably should have offered it a drink. You want a drink? I don't have one. Never made a book laugh.
All right. So it's just eyes closed for now.
And suddenly the eye opens up, okay?
Oh.
A beam of light shining from it.
Now you did it.
And the book opens up once more.
All right.
There is no mouth this time. Only the teeth around the edges. Within, you see the pages flutter past. There's clearly far more pages in this thing than by the thickness of it. It's already a very thick book.
In the name.
Yeah. This thing is a magic book.
Yeah. No, that's just like kind of like he's never experiencing something like this magical. Like, oh wow.
And you come to a single page, okay?
Right.
What languages do you know? Let's see.
I know. I think just common and undercommon.
All right. You see it's written in a real funky looking language that you've never seen before.
Oof.
Even in your training. You don't know this language.
All right.
All right. But on the page, not in color, of course, just ink, you see an orb
All right.
on the right page. And that's really all you can make out from it.
All right. And
It'd
this
be
is
real nice to get somebody who could, cast comprehend language with you.
You can comprehend language.
Yeah.
Impressive. Standard?
I mean, all of them.
I mean, that's a
what-
spell, a cantrip, or something you can do.
what color is the orb?
Ritual.
What color is the orb?
It's all written in ink. There is no color to it.
All right. An orb on the right page. And this is their last adventure, so I can assume.
You can assume that.
All right. I kind of.
It just kind of flipped to this page.
All right. And anything else on the pages or anything?
No.
All right. I kind of.
Just a lot of words that you can't read.
All right. Well, after doing that, I said, like, asking you to receive. I said, thank you, book, if you want to close.
And it slowly closed back.
All
You,
right.
you feel a slight breeze with all the pages flapping. And it shuts back.
All right. I said, thank you, book. And then I now head to the 5th floor.
And it shuts its eyes. Presumably at a nap or something.
All right. I
And
kind
you
of.
keep walking down.
Yeah, I kind of carried my hand since I know it doesn't like being in the bag.
Hrothgar, well, it doesn't like being you. Right, it doesn't like being in your bag.
All right. Well, like.
Yeah, he doesn't
I
like you.
carried it in my hand then, and then head to the 5th floor.
Hrothgar, you following?
I'm gonna grab my rifle and my shotgun, and then I'm gonna follow.
You do that. You make it down to the next area, okay?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna say this one plays again.
In the 5th floor.
No, the audio log. You heard it before, but it was real early on.
All right.
I'd say enough time has passed.
All right.
Welcome, test subject, to Musical Mayhem. It's a little project we're working on to band the worlds of music and magic and science together. No, it's not ridiculous. We've got a good few musical instruments for you to start with, so hop to it.
All right. I go down to the hall and like, let's see what music instruments of doom he started making.
All right.
Only Doc will take that saying literally.
What's that?
Oh, instruments of destruction.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, like I said, like only Doc would take that saying literally.
Music is so beautiful, and yet it can be so violent.
Taz weirdly says that with a smile almost.
Yeah, you guys have had some good times.
Yeah, I can appreciate like I don't think Doc's a villain. It's just like, wow, you weren't kidding when you said you had to do some dirty stuff. That's coming from me.
Yeah. Doc's definitely a bit of a creative.
Yeah. All right, so I go down the hall.
All right, you do.
All right.
And roll me perception.
All right.
And you know what,
I'm just-
Hrothgar, you want to look around too?
Yeah, Hrothgar's kind of just following Tez at a leisurely pace.
All right, if you want to also look around, roll me investigation.
Only 11.
Only 11.
Yeah.
Serious? What's wrong with you? Wow, that's a low roll. What happened? You can't prove it. You can't prove it.
14.
14. You guys come across the next audio log, okay?
All right.
Science isn't about why. It's about why not. Why is so much of our science dangerous? Why not marry safe science if you love it so much? In fact, why not invent a special safety door that won't hit you on the butt on the way out? Because you are fired. Not you, Tester. You're doing fine. Yes, you. Fired. Box. Your stuff. Gateway. Car. Goodbye.
These were set on a loop. He set a guy getting fired on a loop. I can't tell if that's like a weird power move or just
That's great.
or he generally just forgot.
I love it.
And you'll never know the answer.
That's like I think that's the strangest audio log I've heard so far.
I rather enjoyed it.
All right, Hrothgar. Looking around, you come to this one room, okay? Now it sets. Now there's a pedestal sitting in the center, okay? Of course, just like always, broken glass everywhere, a bit of rubble.
All right.
But this one says the flute, okay? Now, clearly this is supposed to be for the flute you guys found already. However, there's something else sitting on it already.
Is there now?
Yeah. First, offhanded question.
Hmm.
Is Dwarven a language all its own?
Yes.
Yeah.
Making sure. All right. And Taz, do you have a native language? Or is it just common?
It's just common. And then
Just common.
Yep.
All right, making sure. All right, but sitting on that pedestal is something there already, okay? It's a wooden pan flute.
Ooh.
You know those things. Lots of little tubes, all stuck together.
Yes.
Yeah. Excuse me. There, you have found a pan flute.
I want the pamphlet. I might take it.
You take it. Do you want to play it?
No, I'm not good at pamphlets. They sound horrible when a drunk dwarf sings.
All right, I kind of just go deeper and looking around for other stuff.
Do you take notice of the pan flute at all?
I take notice. I see him grab it.
All right. Excuse me. Bad one.
Actually, kind of stop and say, Rothgar, have you ever heard of any of this? I've been down here before. Like, you've known Doc the longest, right?
No, I have not seen or heard of any of this, but I am not surprised in the least.
Like, none of, like, I think, like, Roth, like, did Doc ever ask you to do anything that had to do with any of these projects? Like, animal holding, time travel? Like anything he asked you in the years you know him seemed like it went back to this.
He did pet sit a little bit. Looked after the dog.
I mean,
looked after a
pet sitting,
little
narc, and some time travel, but that's about it.
Wait, what did you have to do that had to involve time travel?
Let's see, what was it? Oh yeah, Nazis.
Doc helped you fight the Nazis?
No,
No, he did not. That was an
Little
offhanded
bit.
comment.
little more complicated than that, but sure.
It had nothing to do with Nazis. Nazis were just brought up.
Well, this is what Hrothgar's telling him.
Yeah, like this is like I was just asking like, oh, you did something with time. Okay, like what did you guys do? And he just said Nazis. I was like, oh, okay.
Do you want to
Time
keep going?
travel and Nazis. That's all you need to know.
All right, and Taz, realizing that's probably all he's going to tell me, I just keep going and investigating the rest of the lab.
Actually, you know what? I know exactly what I'm going to tell you. Taz,
Yeah.
classified.
That's a good dig. And before you do that, Shamrock, you got anything going on down here?
Yeah, I rolled a 24 like 30 minutes ago.
I am so sorry about that. What on?
Investigating the sphere.
All right, you were looking around the this center tube to find a way to get in there. Right. All right. I am so sorry about that. I genuinely try and keep this a back and forth. All right. All right. You did find yourself a bit of a security ladder, okay?
All right.
Keycard entry, of course, to get up to the very top.
I have one.
You swipe
Yep.
and you get in there, okay?
Yep.
You are now on the little roof of this outer room, okay? You're in the actual room within that room where the sphere is being held.
Mhm.
You remember the description. I don't sound crazy.
More or less.
You're
Mind
on
giving-
the, you are
mind
on
giving
the,
it to me one more time, just to refresh.
all right. The room you came to, okay?
Yep.
Was a shorter cylindrical room.
Mm-hmm.
Within it was another cylindrical room going all the way from the floor to the ceiling.
Yep.
Majority of it up top was all glass panes, okay?
Yep.
Lower half of which is all computer stations,
Mhm.
all working on the project stasis. You climbed up a security ladder, swiped in a keycard entry to a panel up there, and you are now in the inner room. Think a cylinder on a cylinder sort of thing
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
shape of the room. You're on the ceiling of the room you were just in,
Mhm.
but you are in project stasis, and it is huge.
Am I able to get really close to the simulation?
Oh, absolutely. Now you do see the little Tesla coils and things that assumedly are keeping it running, but they're firing like zzz, 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 so you can time it.
All right.
It's not like there's any really in your pathway. But yeah,
I would like to further investigate the sphere itself.
you do that.
All right, give me 1 second.
Roll me yet another investigation. And is there anything specific you're looking for in this sphere?
I want to see if I can figure out what that figure is.
In the center?
Yes.
All right. Now, of course, this is a very high-tech simulation.
24.
24.
Yep.
You're not going to find out exactly what the real thing is, but you're at least going to learn with great accuracy.
Well, yeah, the simulation's been running for who knows how many years. I assume
Exactly.
they've gotten it down pretty down pat.
According to one of the audio logs you heard last time, at least 10 years, but you don't know when that 10 years started or stopped. So there was at least a 10-year span.
I'd say probably long enough that it's been probably around 20 to 30. Just a personal guess.
But yeah. All right. Evading all the electroshocks all around you, okay?
Yep.
You get up real close. If you had hair, which, if memory serves, you don't,
Nope.
no hair,
And bold.
it would be standing on end. Okay? You can feel the electricity in the air around you. It's all buzzing.
Yep.
As you look in there, amongst this swirling mass of energy and what is supposed to be magic, you do see the center thing a lot more clearly.
Yep.
At first, it was too hazy to see, looked more like a cross.
Yeah.
There's a mannequin. There's a mannequin in there.
A mannequin?
A mannequin.
Oh, how big?
Roughly 5 feet.
And is the mannequin real?
Yes. From what you can
Not-
tell, it is physical.
Not a part of the simulation.
Now,
Can I touch the simulation?
do you want to try? You swipe your hand through, okay?
Yeah.
That sounds like some third eye. Can I touch the simulation?
Touch. It's up to you. You want to take the red pill or the blue pill?
Which one gets me out of this house?
I don't friggin' remember.
Probably both of them.
Which one was the go home choice in the Matrix? That was the red pill, right?
No, I think it was the blue pill. It was
Blue
Oh,
pill. Take the
You know,
blue
fuck it,
pill
I
and
just
you'll
take both pills.
take both pills. You implode on yourself.
Fine.
There's an idea.
You're also dead.
Can I touch
And-
the simulator?
You swipe your hand through, okay?
Yep.
And you feel a violent surge of electricity going through you, okay?
Mm.
And let's see.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, it hurts. It hurts like hell.
Mm.
Let's see. Where were those lightning stats?
Lovely.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to need you to make me. What was that? Was that
Wait, he touched a simulation and it shocked him?
high tech simulation, man?
I thought I was just gonna be touching light.
Yeah, right. Like that's not. I was wondering. There's
A lot of work went into this thing, clearly.
God dang.
What was it? Dexterity saving throw?
Maybe, probably. What most lightning ends up being.
Yeah. Yeah. Roll me dexterity.
Woo! At least that's not the one that I've got a negative in.
Doodly doo, be electrocuted. Doodly doo, just like a rough guy.
19.
19. Okay. It hurt a lot.
I imagine.
Like you felt that in all your Jimmy Jams. But you did not take any damage.
Did my gun discharge?
A rather important question.
The Smith and Wesson?
Yes. The casings are brass.
Oh.
That is true. Thank you for reminding me.
Make a luck roll on that one.
You know what? I like Rothgar's idea. We're gonna roll you straight luck.
Do I get to roll or are you rolling for me?
You know what? Be my guest.
That's a 13.
13. All right. As you were being electrocuted,
Yeah.
you know, cartoons lifted off the ground slightly as you're doing it.
Ooh.
You do hear a fire off, okay?
Mhm.
Okay.
So now you guys have heard a gunshot.
You see it bouncing, fa-ting, bouncing off everywhere, and it gets shot through the glass, okay?
All right, not reinforced glass.
Yeah.
That's not good.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be
Does it go
honest
to the floor?
here.
What?
Did it go through the wall of glass or the floor glass?
Hilarious.
It's surprising he
This one
didn't
did
shoot
go
himself.
on the higher end though.
Okay. Well,
Hang on. Real
Yeah.
quick.
just wanted to
Shamrock?
make sure the floor was
Hang
okay.
on before anything. No, that just went through a sealed panel of glass up top, not through
Nice.
the actual windows down there.
Nice.
But yeah, they did hear a gunshot. And
Shamrock?
for whatever reason, Shamrock, you hear a voice you've never heard before, okay?
Yeah.
And it doesn't come from anywhere specific, just all around you. All you hear is, nice shot.
I didn't like that. All right, I opened the receiver, or the chamber,
Yeah.
whatever. I just dig out the case that went off.
That was case number 3.
I just replace them so that they're back in order. Close the thing.
Wait, back in order?
Well,
Like, so he doesn't
so that I
have
don't have a blank
blank.
on me
Yeah.
in the middle of shooting.
Okay, so you swapped out casings 4, 5, and 6 into 1, 2, and 3.
Assumably.
Yeah.
All right, making sure. Just out of nowhere. Nice shot.
Yeah.
All right. Did we?
That was something.
I looked down at my spell book. Remind me not to do that again.
Wait, your spell book talks to you?
My spell book's alive.
Oh, so is that one. Get them together for
His
a
spell book's alive. My flask is alive. You know.
Different kinds of alive, but
All right. Do you do anything else in here?
is there anything else I can gather about this orb?
Yeah, there's clearly a lot of work went into it.
Yeah. Is there anything I can gather without having to, electrocute myself?
You can gather that the mannequin is important. You do remember seeing on the screen that it was integral, in fact.
Yeah.
Get rid of the orb. Keep the center constant.
Are there any computers in this area?
No.
Is there anything above me?
Ceiling.
Any other rooms, things I can get in?
Nothing. This is it's a very well kept chamber. Out of everything you've seen in the lab,
Yeah.
this thing is the most intact.
I figured. Just trying to figure out what happens if we turn it off.
Interesting.
We need to, or we feel like we need to, and it blows up if we do. I'd like to know.
Well, I mean, all the power in the building was just off like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, but if we need to turn this thing off specifically,
Ah,
is it going to blow up? That was a lot of electricity that just surged through my body. Like even for the half second that I put my hand on it, it was enough to discharge. So it's a lot. I'm gonna go back down to the computer, see if there's anything more I can gather
all
about.
right. You climb back up this wall.
Yeah.
You get a good enough footing. It's a little difficult, but yeah, you get up and then climb down the ladder. Okay.
So at what point in their journey did they hear the gunshot and
Whoa, whoa,
decide
whoa,
to ignore it for the rest of their journey?
That's a good question.
I
I'd say they were. Where were you walking back to?
no, we were still,
Oh,
we were,
right.
yeah, we were still investigating the thing, and then
Right, you were in the music room.
yeah, we're on the 5th floor, like we're
No, because these things happen simultaneously. So at some point during your guys' adventure, you guys heard a gunshot and ignored it.
I'll say
Nice.
that.
I'm gonna say that was.
I'll
when they
say
were-
I heard the gunshot. I heard the
Okay.
gunshot as I picked up the pamphlet.
I have a magic flute. Someone just got shot.
all right. Well, hearing that gunshot.
Like, because it would have been a while ago.
Yeah,
Okay, well here.
I'm gonna say you guys saw it while you were intently staring at the book, and he gave it the drink. That's when a gunshot happened.
All right.
So, all right. Do we see anything else in this musical mayhem room?
Yep.
Oh, well, we just don't know.
Huh?
I was trying to look at some computers here.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to him in a while.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. Roll me investigation on those computers.
Ooh, that's a 12.
12.
That's close to the lowest I could have rolled.
Looking through this,
Yeah,
you see a lot of it is shrouded in secrecy.
notice.
To the point where it was almost all technical work. There's no reasoning behind why this is the way it is from what you can find. There's just not much information on this project, sort of like do the work, doesn't matter what it's for, sort of thing.
That's worrying.
And let's say you've stayed in here long enough. You'll give me one moment. Just got to look at one quick thing. Where is it? There we go. You do hear one last delayed audio log. Okay?
All right.
Stock again. The gruff doc from earlier in this section of the lab. Okay.
Okay.
If it takes me 1,000 lifetimes, I'm gonna finish this. Darius, please bring me to MedLab. New Codes Massacre. It shuts off.
All right. Do I recall anywhere that I needed a? Oh, wait a minute.
Specifically in MedLab.
Yeah, no, I remember. Do I feel like I've got everything from here that I can get?
Take a wisdom roll. Just collect your thoughts on this.
All right. I got a +3 for that. Oof, a 9.
9. You know what?
I'm gonna let my detective sense tell me.
You know what, detective sense?
All right, detective sense. What do you say? My detective sense says I've probably gathered everything I can in here.
All right.
It's time to look back.
Go ahead.
And I go back to the door. I look back at that sphere. Jesus Christ. and I shut the door behind me.
Hmm.
Just gonna start making my way back.
You walking fast?
No, I'm sore. I just had a lot of electricity run through me.
No faces passed. You're not homebound. Doobity-doobity-doo.
No. So I start walking up the stairs.
You do that. You start walking down, okay?
Yeah.
And while you're walking, I'm gonna say you
I'm
got.
gonna walk over to the elevator. I don't want to walk up all those stairs.
You know what?
Wait, the elevator doesn't spit me out at any of the higher floors.
you
I
you
get
can
to
take
the
a leap.
elevator door,
Yeah.
and then I realize, and I turn around and go back to the stairs.
You haven't. I don't know. You can leap out the window.
I no.
At this point, the portal is gone.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna start walking back up the stairs.
You do that. And while we're waiting on that,
Where are you guys?
we're hang on. Taz and Hrothgar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Back to musical mayhem. Sorry, something caught in my throat. You guys, while looking around, hear another random thing, okay?
All right.
That last test may have made your skeleton magnetic. We're not sure how. But if I were you, I wouldn't stand next to any sheet metal.
That's lovely.
That's a random one. And Taz, you didn't roll me an investigation yet on this.
All right. Oh, only 2.
Hmm.
Yeah. Natural one.
Really?
Yeah, like
Wow. All right, you're a bit of ways from Hrothgar right now, okay?
all right.
Looking on your own.
Yeah.
You find a hunk of cheese.
Come on, he
2
finds
kilogram
cheese.
block of
He
cheese.
finds cheese in the music room, and I find nothing in the actual cafeteria.
You find a hunk of a 2 kilogram block of cheese. Kind of smelly. Ignore that.
Too late.
It's just it's just people telling me they don't love me.
I noticed the cheese and kind of just keep looking, I guess.
All right.
Your great uncle Dogface just died. Rest in peace.
He always smelled weird. Do you tell Hrothgar, the hungry dwarf, about this?
I showed him. I picked up the cheese and kind of handed him. It's on the floor. I wouldn't eat it if I were you.
All right. You bring it over to Hrothgar?
Yeah.
All right. As you walk over, you hear something, okay?
All right.
Excuse me. I need to search something real quick. Yeah, screw it. As you walk over to him, you hear something, okay?
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, you hear disco. You hear disco funk.
I dropped the cheese.
You do that. You still hear disco funk.
Okay, making sure this was another joke.
So, did I see him pick up the cheese?
Yep.
And then
Upon seeing him drop the cheese, I'm gonna go over and pick the cheese up.
As you do that, it gets louder. The closer Hrothgar gets to it.
What the heck? Is the disco coming from the cheese or just in the room?
Roll for,
Turns out it's coming from me.
roll, roll for perception.
his phone's ringing. He just doesn't realize it yet.
Oh shit, do I
It's
have
just his
phone?
ringtone.
Do we have phone signal
13.
in Doc's house? I have a touch
13?
screen.
Yeah.
It's coming from the cheese.
DM?
He made a.
And for whatever reason, it's louder because Hrothgar's near it.
He made a disco. So singing gelatin and disco cheese. Jesus is
Well,
even an instrument.
I'm taking the disco cheese.
Musical mayhem.
And cheese is
Man.
most certainly an instrument.
Because it's even depends on minutes.
Hey DM,
See if you can find a jar of mayonnaise that sings opera. Yes?
I just realized something that none of us tried.
Yeah?
Do we have phone signal?
You want to check your phone?
Yeah, but so Taz is gonna look over and just see Hrothgar pull out a cell phone.
Which none of you have tried. One of you pulled out a phone earlier.
I tried mine.
I
Yeah.
have a phone.
Also,
Yeah, you did. You said you did.
I
You
tried
said
mine.
you had a flip phone with a camera, and that's how you get the you got the picture of Doc.
That's it. It's got a camera.
No, I
Oh,
pull
it's
out.
just the
I
camera.
pull out my
does all
Samsung
the little, like-
touchscreen.
Oh man, it's so convenient to have all these little things except for the calling part.
Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah, also like
I-
What'd you,
that's why
hang
I'm-
on.
That's
What?
why I send letters.
What'd you say, Hrothgar?
So I've got my modern phone that does all the phone things, right?
The elderly man has the most high-tech phone.
Indeed. So I'm gonna boot it. So like my phone was off.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna
Because you're on a
turn it
party.
on. So I turn my phone on, and Taz just gets to hear it start singing this Two Arms in Dixie. My
All
phone,
right, you turn it on.
Yep.
There are no bars down here.
no bars down here.
No bars.
Is there internet? Like, is there Wi-Fi?
Nope.
No Wi-Fi?
And let's be honest, this is the same house that kind of short-circuited my high-tech earpiece, so like it wouldn't surprise me if it had some.
Your earpiece. I want to listen to music.
I know, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Doc's lab has anti-have fun measures, so his workers can't listen to music while they work.
Alright, is there anything else?
You listen to music, you die. But yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. You can get to your downloads. You have no service, no signal, no Wi-Fi.
This is your feet on radiation.
Alright, anything else in this room?
Let's see. Look around yet again since you rolled so terribly.
Yeah.
All right.
18.
So Taz just, as he's looking, he's also going to see an old dwarf on his phone, leaning on his cane.
Song in this next test is probably going to make all your skin solar powered. Upside is you're not going to get hungry, ever. So if you were worried about your waistline, get this. You won't be able to eat food even if you wanted to.
That's worrying.
Interesting logs. All
It
right.
has pros and cons.
Alright, I rolled an 18.
Rolled an 18.
Yep.
You do find. Did you just say 18?
18.
Okay.
You know what that means.
Okay, we're doing this. That's
Yep.
behind some fallen ceiling tiles.
Alright.
You find a locker. Rather large locker.
Alright. I open it.
You open up the locker, get rid of all the rubble. And what you see before you is a thing of beauty.
Alright.
It's a guitar. It's an axe. What is before you is a beautiful purple guitar, okay?
Alright.
One necked, and at the sides, it is very clearly a usable two-handed axe.
He made a guitar axe of doom.
And just above where it's hanging, you see I'm sorry. Scrawled on the side of this guitar, you see one word. Scrawled in, burned in gold. Midnight.
Ooh.
Alright. This is good. Doc's guitar. I asked,
You have found an old classic of mine from an earlier point in Doc's writing. You have found the guitar dubbed Midnight.
Hey Taz.
Hmm.
Should I cut the gold inlay out of this wooden guitar?
I think we should leave it. I just kind of pick up
Out of everything, this thing is in beautiful condition.
We might need this. I just take the guitar and just kind of sheave it.
All right. You now have a battle axe, pretty much. So go ahead and get yourself stats on a battle axe. All right.
All right, I'll do it.
Excuse me. Bad cough tonight. It's only when we record these days. I think I'm just using so much breath.
All right, anything else?
Nope.
All right, I start heading out to leave.
Hrothgar, you follow?
They hear me say, "Hey, where are you guys?"
Screw you!
We're in the fifth
Music
floor.
room.
All right, so I head up.
All right, and as you guys leave, you hear one last audio log, okay?
All right, I stop and listen.
We're not going to release this stuff into the wild until it's good and damn ready. So as long as you keep yourself in top physical form, there'll always be a limo waiting for you here at White Lion Innovations. Say goodbye, Darius. Goodbye, Darius. He is quite a card.
All right, I start heading down to the 6th floor.
By that point, you meet up with Shamrock.
Did you find anything?
Nothing particularly useful. I think I might have a way for us to get into that vault now. But other
That
than
would
that,
be
everything else
useful.
down there was just painful.
Emotional and physical.
Mostly physical.
I kind of like
You can see the singe mark on my hand.
I go down to the 6th floor just to see what's going on.
Hey, can I see the guitar?
Oh
Yeah, you see the neck of a guitar sticking out of his back.
I hand you the guitar. I'm like, oh wait, can you give me Darius's card?
What do you need it for?
There's possibly doors in there that I might need to get into.
Oh, everything down there that needs the card, I've already gotten into.
I'm like, did it stay open or is it closed?
I closed it.
Oh, well, like, yeah, give me the card so I can open it just to see what's down there myself.
You guys are all walking together, by the way. This is a long hallway.
I start walking up the stairs.
All right, well, I just head to the 6th floor then myself.
Hrothgar, you follow?
Hrothgar's following.
Who's he following?
Did you want to see the guitar at all?
Oh yeah, he gave me the guitar.
Yeah, I gave it to him.
All right. You are now holding one of the greatest things I've ever created.
I know.
Fun
So-
fact outside the game. Mouse actually helped me on the further design, which is the one I'm showing on screen right now.
This is the two-handled one, right?
Nope, one-handled.
Okay. Well, anyways, I'm also hungry, so I'm going to see if I can find anything to eat.
This
Roll for
cafe,
perception on each floor.
Perception.
the cafe is empty.
Yeah, investigate the whole place. All right. And while you're looking around,
Is this thing in tune?
what?
Can I see if this thing's in tune?
You want to give it a strum?
Sure.
Give it a strum. Bling.
Is it in tune?
For the most part, it does seem in tune. That said, as you play it, you feel a slight rumble.
Rumble, rumble, like through the whole thing, or
Guys, you hear what sounds to you like an earthquake, okay? Several thousand miles away. You guys are on like the edge of it, you know? Like a very, very faint shake of the entire building.
oh, lovely.
You,
28.
you see tiny little bits of rock fall from the ceiling.
That's not good. 28.
28. You find the cafeteria with the giant hole cut out of it.
Is there a way for me to open the door?
Well, I mean, there is a 4 foot in diameter hole.
Other than that, I don't want to crawl.
You can try and.
No.
Oh, right. It does take a key card.
I just tap the key card.
All right. Yeah, you slide the key card through the little slot, okay?
Yeah.
You see bits of electricity fire out through this door. And it just they slice through a mechanical door.
Yeah.
It parts about, I'd say about 1.5 feet.
Can I squeeze through that?
Yeah, I'd say you can. Put most of your weight through the hole and put your legs through the thing.
You guys could have just asked for my help.
What rotten teammates.
Wrong
Didn't
side.
have time.
All right, you see a bunch of rubble, mold, cobwebs, and to the far right, a cafeteria,
All
a
right.
cafeteria kitchen.
Anything in there?
You see what was once 3 mechanical droids, okay?
Yeah.
They're put into the tracks in the ground where they were supposed to move, you know?
Yep.
Pre-programmed to do so.
Yep.
One is fully in pieces. The other, you can just tell you're not getting that thing to work. And the other is slumped over with its head on fire.
Mm.
And I'm going to say you just barely catch a glimpse of the frozen over freezer.
What do I now?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go over to the freezer.
All right. You walk in there past the flaming head.
Is the door frozen shut?
Yeah.
So
Lots of ice caked around that stuff.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at it and I'm going to, let's see. Well, and I look at my Sherlock Holmes robe that's in tatters now because of the
You take your broken pipe.
my pipe's fine. Just the robe is now kind of ripped.
Yeah.
I take it off. I'm like, this was a nice one too. And I take a trench coat out of my bag and put that on.
Yeah.
And I just kind of stick the costume against the wall
Yeah.
and cast Create Bonfire. Try and melt some of that ice off.
Smart. All right. And while we're waiting for that fire to go down, back to you guys.
All right, I'm just heading down to the 6th floor.
You guys have passed through. You guys have passed through the 2 giant computer stations.
Yeah.
All right. You passed that. And by this point, I'm going to say you're at the final chamber. Okay.
All right.
You come to another cylindrical room. This one far shorter than the one you were just in. Okay.
All right.
Within this, there are inner walls. Okay. Forming another cylindrical room inside. This entire room is giant to house this other large room. Okay.
Didn't that room also require a key card to get into?
No.
All right. I thought that was the one right outside the
Oh,
monologue.
that's right. Yes. Yeah. No, never mind. You guys come to the door and it's shut.
I cut it down with my laser sword.
You do that. You slice it open. Back to the description I was giving you.
Yeah, like
These
Just gotta
inner
make sure.
These inner walls, thank you for reminding me for consistency's sake. The inner walls, okay? Top half, mostly glass panes all around the way. Bottom
Okay.
half is all computer stations. A lot of people were working down here. And through this glass, okay,
Alright.
you can see a giant glowing orb of energy, okay? Each screen on these little seated areas
Yep.
all say the same thing.
Mhm.
Simulation in progress.
Is that? Oh, I kind of look at that orb. Does that orb look like the orb that the book showed me?
Well, the book wasn't in too much detail image-wise, but it is an orb.
Hmm. Do I see anything in the orb?
Roll me perception. Hrothgar, what do you think about this?
So he was here. We're down there.
Hrothgar thinks he
Oh,
needs
right,
to
you
have.
already here. That's right.
Ooh, only a 7 shit.
Hrothgar thinks he needs to have another drink, and maybe the book wants one too.
I'd look to see if the eye of the book is open, I guess.
Still closed.
All right, no, I'm still sleeping.
No,
7?
Yep.
how do y'all think? How do y'all think Doc would feel if I turned this book into a raging alcoholic?
Well, considering it doesn't have any kidneys,
I mean, that's not how you get addicted to alcohol.
no, but that's where the danger comes from. I don't know. I'm like, can you find this thing's brain?
Yeah, it's more the livers.
Did I say kidneys?
You did.
Yeah.
What is wrong with me lately?
I mean,
I'm
kidneys
missing
are
out on
hard.
my alcohol trivia.
All right, 7. So I guess I can see anything.
You see a sliver of something in the center.
All right.
Real hazy though.
I guess I head into the orb.
How?
Oh, is there like not a way to it?
Roll me investigation.
All right.
I wish they'd had to endure the lemon speech.
They were there, or at least Hrothgar was.
13.
Yep, Hrothgar was there.
Yeah, okay. You find the ladder.
Oh, I climb down the ladder.
You climb up the ladder.
Oh, my bad.
You climb up the ladder, okay? And there's a ceiling tile, a trap door in there, okay?
All right.
High tech requires key card entry.
I cut it open.
You do that?
Yeah.
Slice it off, okay?
Yep.
Falls down the ladder, okay?
All right.
There's now a square opening up there.
All right. I'm up. I go in.
Hrothgar, you want to follow?
Hrothgar will follow.
All right, you guys both head up the ladder. You're now standing on what should be the roof of the room you were just in, okay?
All right.
You see Tesla coils all over the place, essentially giving power to the simulation. Zzz, zzz.
Oh, that's where the electricity came from. That makes sense.
All right,
Like I don't know.
this orb is giant, glowing, and green. Out of every room you've been in so far down here, this is the least destroyed.
And can I see what I thought was in there now?
You want to get
Was the least
closer?
Destroyed. He
Yeah.
just broke the door.
Yeah, no.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, it's
And who knows what that's going to do? All right, you want to get closer?
I
How up close and personal did you get to this dangerous thing?
just to make out whatever's in the center.
All right, I'm going to say you get about 4 feet from it. Okay,
All right.
it's clearly floating here.
All right.
Okay, rolling perception again. This time with advantage.
Ooh, nice.
Hrothgar, you want to do the same?
Sure.
24.
24. Never mind. All right, you can very well make this out.
Mhm.
In the center is a mannequin.
Ow. Does the mannequin have any details or anything like that? Or just a
Very standard mannequin,
all right.
like joints and all that stuff.
All right. Is there like a computer like everywhere else, or does
You're inside the orb room itself.
all right.
Hmm.
Nothing here but the orb.
Mm.
And you are currently easily evading shocks of electricity.
I kind
You
of
know what?
is it still asleep? I kind of tap the book. Hey, can you wake up for a second?
It blinks as if you just woke it up from a slumber.
I kind of ask the book. Do you recognize this?
You show and you
Yep.
show the book the orb.
Yep. Yes.
Scans over it. Okay, eyes going everywhere.
All right.
And when you look back at it, it blinks once.
All right. Do you know what this thing does?
It blinks once.
My cat
Does
is
it-
attacking my belt.
Does this count as a? Okay, I was like, is this?
Oh
one-
yeah, that reminds me. You are covered in fur.
Yeah.
Hrothgar has a lot of gray hair.
I'm poofing right now.
Yeah, you guys are really poofy.
Oh yeah.
I would
Pause
take
for
a
just
picture
a
of you and
second.
set it up on Instagram, and it would look adorable. You are so poofy.
Hrothgar has a question.
Yeah.
We keep seeing these mannequins in weird places, right?
What?
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 We keep seeing all these mannequins, right?
You've seen a mannequin.
Didn't we see one earlier too?
No, you saw old robots,
Hmm.
service droids.
I said, was this one of Doc's adventures?
He looks at you,
All right.
still trying to get a read off of you.
I don't know how.
He's
to-
known Doc for a long time. Okay.
Yeah.
The book trusts Doc
Yeah.
intently.
I get it. Like I'm kind of a stranger still. Like he only showed it to me once. I get it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And after a bit, the book does blink.
All right. Can you show me that adventure?
And it blinks twice.
I kind of just look at the mannequin, look at the book. Is this how she died?
And the book shuts its eye. Done talking to you.
I kind of look at the orb and then look at the mannequin like Rothgar, and I kind of turn to Rothgar like just 100% with me. Do you remember how Doc's wife died?
Hrothgar, I want you to roll for wisdom.
Okay. As I'm rolling for wisdom, I noticed that the book momentarily woke up. Emma offered another drink.
It went back to sleep before you could do that.
Damn. 11.
11. You know what? Roll with advantage. This is the second time in the last hour or so that you thought about this. Roll me again just in case.
All right. $19.
Okay.
Hrothgar, you remember being at the funeral. It was the first time Doc had his cane. It was a mess of emotions. Miserable and somber. And you remember him telling how she was mauled to death by hellhounds. It
Huh.
was a miserable sight. And for that reason, he couldn't bear having it be anything other than a closed casket funeral. He just couldn't look at her again.
So, all right, I remember. So, Taz, what were you doing?
I'm asking you, like, do you remember how she died specifically? I'm starting to put some pieces together.
Oh yeah. You know, I always did wonder where his wife found hellhounds.
They adventured together a lot, but he didn't go into specific about the adventure.
Yeah, well, maybe next time his wife will avoid the hellhounds.
All right. I kind of look at the orb and just like,
When she wakes up from being dead, maybe she'll ignore him next time.
the book shut itself on me. Rothgar, like, you were down here with Shamrock earlier. What was this place called?
Wisdom Rothgar.
10.
It started with an S.
Science building.
Project Science Building.
Okay.
Project Science.
I kind of go back down the stairs. I mean, the ladder. I just like look at the computers, or do they need a key code as well?
No, they're all good.
I kind of look to try and figure out like what was he doing here.
All right.
Cat.
You open up the things, okay?
All right.
All these simulations have to do with the fact that this is an explosion frozen in time, okay?
All right.
It's a mix of, well, all types of magic,
Sure, bud.
all colliding with each other.
Hmm.
The goal of which, okay? Remove the energy, keep the center constant.
Rothgar, you said you never saw her body.
Nope, it was a very closed casket.
To be fair, she was mauled to death.
It does seem like he was lying
I'll
about
be right back. Gotta deal with something.
this. All types of matches. That includes
You
like
know what? While we're doing this, while we're waiting on him, let's track back to Shamrock.
All right.
Shamrock, the ice around the door has melted.
Nice.
And I'll take this time to say you had an already burning fire behind you.
Yeah, but I wasn't gonna touch it.
True. I mean, it's basically like a giant heavy torch.
Yeah.
All right. And you are able to get to the actual handles on this thing.
Nice. Can I open it?
You open up that freezer door, okay?
Okay.
And somehow, no, not somehow, you see near the back, okay?
Yep.
Hidden in its own well-sealed glass container.
Yeah.
There's a generator still running to keep this place going, okay?
Interesting.
It's a frozen wasteland. And you know what? I'm going to say while moving through here, you're on uneven terrain because it's covered in ice.
I can move at half speed.
All right, good.
Surprised you didn't just cut that door down.
Well, to be fair, Taz didn't care.
And Shamrock doesn't either.
He didn't care about helping out the rock.
But no, I stayed just in case there was danger in there, but he didn't tell me about anything about the fridge.
But yeah. All right.
Shamrock has just seen that the front door had a giant hole cut through it, and this door didn't.
You see a lot of food in crates, okay?
Yeah.
Almost all of which is expired.
It's frozen.
Yeah, but a lot of this stuff was due to go bad in 2002.
It was frozen. Frozen food doesn't go bad.
You know what? I'll take you. I'll take you up on that. Okay. There are. You do see about a third of them though with mold spores growing.
How on earth did this start?
Right? Like I've opened. Serious thing. I've opened up a freezer before. Okay. Back in my old theater group. Okay.
Those freezers aren't the same as walk-in freezers.
And it had a giant mass of mold, purple, green, and yellow, growing from a plate around the wall.
So it probably started inside the wall.
Possibly. I just wonder what that used to be.
Very curious.
But yeah. All right. And you know what? I'm going to say roll me investigation.
Woo. Let's see if I can find anything that's actually edible in here. By golly, I have one trick, and if I'm not going to get all the use out of it, I can. 23.
23. All right. First thing you find, okay?
Yep.
You find bags of demon jerky.
Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Made for demons, by demons, with demons.
How many?
And you find yourself, okay?
Like, 'cause I will take every bag.
Woo! You hit the mother load.
Oh, yeah?
You find yourself 6 bags of demon jerky.
I will put all of them in my bag.
Fantastic.
Anything else?
Let's see. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
You find a bunch of freeze-dried fruit.
Fruit's nice.
Yeah. Doesn't look like average fruit.
No, does it not?
No.
Can I roll nature to see if see what kind of fruit it is?
You find a blue apple. You find blue apples.
Is it edible?
It doesn't seem moldy.
I would like to roll survival to see if I could reasonably expect to eat that and not grow a third arm.
Roll survival. Let's say you also find some purple bananas.
Yeah, no, like the whole lot. I'm just gonna roll survival and see if I could reasonably eat that.
The look on your face
It's
when I
13.
said it. The look on your face when I said it.
Yeah, 13.
13?
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Do my detective senses tell me that I can eat this?
First, Hrothgar,
Yeah.
catch you up to speed. Shamrock got into the freezer,
Ooh.
found 6 bags of demon jerky,
Ooh.
and a bunch of blue apples and purple bananas.
Ooh.
So with the 13, do my detective senses tell me that I can eat these?
Not detective survival instincts.
Yeah.
Your best
Yeah, I would
memory
say-
of how to do this
Yep.
I'd say
Is
survival
going-
as well.
is going back to the old berry technique. Rub it on your arm and see if it leaves a rash. If it does, don't friggin' eat that.
The problem is they're frozen. Meaning they're not
Yeah, that w-
eating any of their juices.
That's true. I'll slice one open. You want to take
So-
a fifth?
They were in
So
the
are we
freezer.
in the cafeteria right now, or?
No.
You guys aren't.
You are still in that project area.
Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, and I take a bite out of a purple banana.
You out of context, that spells death.
Well, then.
All right,
add a
but
point to
in
that.
the game, okay?
Go ahead and add a point to the tub.
Where's my out of context tab? Thank you. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. And I take a bite out of a purple banana. Shamrock, I want you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, hey, I'm actually not bad at that.
Oh,
I mean, I'm not like
great at it.
fantastic, but I'm not bad.
But I might not crap myself.
I'm better at it than I am at dexterity.
That would certainly explain it.
Ooh.
What? Hey, what did Shamrock roll, kids?
I'll wait till you can put my my coat rack back up.
Kids, let's see how many times Shamrock craps his pants.
Do we have to deal with
Yeah.
a fucking...
I'm really sorry about that. I don't,
Well, you know what? Fine. He does that. I'm doing this.
what?
What do you-
Taz,
Yeah.
you're gonna look over and you're gonna watch Hrothgar take a bite out of some demon jerky.
Hrothgar,
That shit-
I want you to roll me a Constitution saving throw. That said, you still haven't answered his question.
Rothgar,
Well,
at the
we were
funeral.
kind of focusing on this thing at the moment.
Yeah, I'm
So you, hang on.
yeah.
Let's see. What did you roll?
13.
Oh, you rolled a 6.
Yep.
All right. All right. Shamrock.
I'm gonna fix that.
Man, fix what?
Have to go here.
Shamrock, you're feeling mighty queasy.
Well, that's not good. Which kind of queasy?
You might have some bathroom time later.
Well, I know where it is.
All right. That said, you look down, okay?
Yep.
At your cut chest and such.
Yep.
As you got sliced through a bit.
Yep.
And your bruises.
Yep.
Yeah. And you gain 10 hit points.
Oh, sweet. I'm almost at max again.
You have regenerated a bit. And with only the loss of your colon.
Oofed.
Yeah, you're back up to 33 hit points out of 38.
You never say it that loud. Well, that wasn't good. And I just start to make my way back to.
Do you want to keep gathering some fruit?
Well, I mean, I kept the fruit that I grabbed.
But you still have some unhealed friends.
I'm gonna leave them there.
What about your jerky?
Oh, jerky's in my bag.
All 6 bags of demon jerky.
Absolutely.
All right,
That sounds
Rothgar.
amazing. Yes,
Rothgar.
I'm gonna make my way back
Yeah.
to the original elevator, back towards the Bone Boys.
Rothgar, your stomach is burning.
I'm gonna
It's
wash
like
it
you
down.
just ate some 7-alarm jelly.
All right, so I'm gonna just wash
Oh,
it down with some
boy,
alcohol.
that's bad. Woo!
Ow. You're gonna peek the mic.
Likely. That is some rough stuff.
Well, you
Tasty.
know what? It was tasty, and now I'm gonna settle my stomach with some good old fashioned hard liquor.
And Taz, you want to keep answering questions?
Oh, I asked Rothgar. Did Doc seem like he was maybe lying at the funeral?
Rothgar, you recall that he seemed incredibly mournful, depressed, miserable. It was awful.
No,
You
I wouldn't
haven't known
say-
Doc all his life, but you've never seen him as sad as he was on that day.
I wouldn't say he was faking it.
All right. What year do you remember what year she died?
Hmm,
Wisdom.
I know. Give me a second.
You guys were at the funeral, but it was a while ago, almost 20 years.
Well, he wasn't.
12.
12? It was in the early 2000s.
Early 2000s, I'd say.
You think maybe this is some attempt to revive her or something? Using all the magic and science he could to save his wife?
I don't know. A lot of those recordings seem more him oriented. Like he's the one dying. Especially the one that said, "Hey, I'm dying."
Well, that one was different. That's because he had been stabbed. He had been mauled a lot.
Well, you know what? Same difference.
Technically, he was dying.
How was the demon jerky?
Tasty.
Yeah, well, at least that's one thing.
All right, and
We head back up.
you're heading back up.
Yep.
All right. At this point, yeah. Shamrock.
Yep.
You've made a good way down this hallway. You're a ways off. Do you call out to them or anything?
Well, yeah, I was gonna before I entered the hallway to go down there.
Okay, so you're just waiting there, just like tapping your foot,
No, I was gonna just practice some.
just strumming on that guitar.
Not really strumming. We're trying to fine tune it.
Fine tune it.
Yeah.
As you're doing this, you're still feeling those mini shakes, like baby tremors.
Yeah. That's really worrying.
And you're still doing it. Guys, you start to see more and more tiny little pebbles fall from the ceiling.
I was like, looks like the structure's falling. We gotta get out of here.
Is it tuned yet?
Yeah, keep going.
Shamrock,
It's not tuned yet.
It's not tuned yet.
No.
I thought you said this thing was nearly tuned. God damn.
You're having a hard time finding it.
I would like
Down,
to roll for
down,
that.
down, 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 down.
May I roll performance to see how quickly I can tune this thing?
Roll performance as they are desperately charging up these stairs.
It's like- Shamrock, is the cave caving in?
Doesn't look like it.
All right, we gotta get out of here. I think there's an earthquake. This place isn't structured.
You know what? As a
Yeah,
dwarf,
sure.
place.
Let me
hang on.
keep playing.
Yeah, we have no idea it was a guitar though. We
Hang
didn't.
on.
see
Yeah, I know. It's funny.
I'm gonna
I don't
take.
know. Doc built this place. It can withstand a whole lot more than whatever's shaking the ground right now.
I really like his logic.
I'm gonna take an intelligence check. I'm
Yeah.
a dwarf. I know underground stuff. I can
Yes.
probably tell if this is collapsing or not.
You know what? I like that. Go ahead. Roll survival.
My performance.
No. Is that nature or survival?
That'd be straight. That'd be intelligence, because
I think
you
that
know?
would be more just wisdom, but with stonework as a dwarf, maybe with advantage there.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Roll. Roll. Intelligence with advantage.
all right.
What were you saying?
I said it might be wisdom.
No. It's your
Oh.
roll.
That was a 13.
13. It's getting there.
Didn't there?
Nearly there this time, for reals. And you're still strumming away.
11.
11. Yeah, and that was with advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 9 and a 1.
Let's hurry just in case.
Yeah, we should probably hurry up, fellas.
Like, I love Doc's science, but this is a younger Doc we're talking about. No doubt he's made mistakes in his life.
Yep.
You live long enough, you're bound to make at least 2 mistakes.
I don't want to be buried by one of them.
You know what? I agree with that.
All right.
All right, so we run. Yeah,
You guys make it up here. And you see Shamrock just tuning this axe of a guitar. Down, down, ding, 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 ding.
Shamrock, no
ding,
time, we gotta go.
ding.
All right.
And it's finally tuned.
All right. Let's get going.
And as you stop tuning, the shaking stops
Abruptly.
abruptly.
Well, that's something. And then I just.
I'm not even gonna ask. Just like,
You have a beautifully tuned guitar. Why don't you take a strap?
Maybe later.
All right, you guys walk back down this hallway.
Yeah, let's get going. Like I said, I think I have a way for us to get into that vault in the medic lab. Did you find
Wonderful.
Did you find what you were looking for behind those closed doors?
I think it's like a potential. I think Doc was trying to like revive her, bring back his wife or someone, like with all that magic and everything.
Oh, the thing in the orb?
Yeah, like it was a mannequin. I think it was represent someone he was trying to save himself, his wife. I just don't know.
It's just a mannequin.
No, I mean I think the mannequin was
He was trying to save the
Like,
mannequin.
like it was a simulation of him trying to, like, according to the computers, they were trying to get rid of the energy around it, but condense and protect the mannequin inside. Like if it is a simulation, then like the real thing, he was trying to save someone, but maybe he couldn't.
It was to say that it was saving anybody. It was to say they weren't just going to be another test subject.
Either way, like
That's very in a place like this, and without the full information, making assumptions based on his morality. Don't.
look,
Who's to
I
say
know
that mannequin didn't used to be a test subject?
look,
Ooh.
I know Doc is Doc, but I do believe he is a good man.
How long have you known him?
Shoot, how long have I known Doc again?
You've known him since around 2012.
Uh,
Almost 10 years.
10 years now.
Yeah, I've known him.
No, you've known him since about 2014 or 15. That's right.
I've known him longer than
So
you.
like 5.
Look, call me a fool. I trust you.
I will.
trust.
Well, actually, no. I believe when you met him, he was 1.
When were you born?
I believe we said 98.
98.
I met him before then.
No, you met him at. Oh, right. No, you met him at 1999.
You sure?
Yeah, it was. If I remember correctly, it was supposed to be just before. Actually, I can look at the history.
Because it's like we've talked since then, but it wasn't like the first time we met him was a minute ago.
Look, although this stuff
Let's
surprised me,
see.
I'd be a huge hypocrite to say I've never done questionable moral things. I think everyone in this room.
Okay,
You've
no,
done
no. You did meet him around 98. It was like just before Y2K, about a year or so.
it. Either way, I still would say it. Look, you're a government man. I expect you to do morally questionable things. I'm a detective. I've done morally questionable things.
He's a killer. He's done a lot of morally questionable things. And then there's Doc.
And then,
I don't
and then
think
there
you're-
is Hrothgar, who is
Fair enough.
actually
like I said,
actually a
I
pretty
trust
straight
Doc.
arrow.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, I'd say Hrothgar is a bit of a straight arrow, I guess. When you look at it.
I don't do the moral reprehensible things y'all do.
You guys have been walking long enough. You start to hear the jazz again. You start hearing the music playing again. You're making it. You can see the cave in sight where the Bone Boys practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
You guys are still practicing?
Yeah, you make it over to them.
What else would they be doing?
All right, you finally you get over there. Okay, you have the. You want to? You want to bring up the scythe again?
I mean, do I really need to?
If you don't think you do.
I just want to. So you guys like just never stop?
And you've interrupted them yet again. We do when we're interrupted. This is Jackie, the red one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
How you boys been?
found out a lot.
Seem all right.
Found me an ape.
All right, and Jackie just kind of looks over to Shamrock. Okay.
Yep.
Whoa! Where the hell did you get that? Obviously gesturing towards the pipe in your hand.
Those two found it. They just-
Yes, the guitar.
those two found it. I'm holding on to it for now.
Damn, that's an old piece.
Yeah, I got it fine tuned.
Beautiful. Just don't play
Why wouldn't we play it? Isn't it just a guitar?
it.
Right,
I mean,
Doc.
I spent a little bit playing it so that I could fine tune it.
The little guy on drum and cymbal.
Yeah.
That there is one of the most dangerous guitars you'll ever find. Beautiful instrument, though, honestly.
I look at Shamrock. Should we just put it back?
Nah.
You know how to play it, though, and you can use it to your advantage.
All right.
Well,
like,
luckily I know how to play a little bit.
And Bricks, big guy on bass speaks up. Yeah, that ain't exactly what it means.
Lovely.
I'm pretty good with weapons. Like, I mean, I just like to hand my hand to. I kind of examine the battle axe.
Okay, the battle axe of a guitar. It's a
he's
true
a
little-
axe.
Shamrock's definitely a little hesitant here. Hearing that this thing is powerful, not just wanting to give it up to the government man.
You want to roll contested strength?
Are you gonna try and pull this from him?
Taz has been playing very much just like neutral party. Like I'm just standing, just examine it. If he gives it to me, he doesn't. If he does, exactly.
I just hold it, let you take a look at it, but I'm not handing it over.
Good enough. I examine it to see maybe what they're talking about, how to properly wield this thing.
You don't notice anything new.
Even
Nothing
the,
you noticed before.
even the axe part, like
Very sharp blades.
Y'all know
Can you
anything
say how to
interesting
use
about
it?
this pan flute?
What?
I'm gonna speak to the Bone Boys
All right. Any of them in particular, or just as a group?
as a group.
All right, didn't matter.
Any of y'all know anything interesting about this here pan flute I found?
And you hand it to him?
I mean, I show it to them.
All right. And yeah, they look over it. And the sax player, the one with the fedora. Well, the one with the fedora and the red rim on it, okay, and the tie.
Yeah.
Hmm. Oh, yeah, I remember this one. Yeah, that there is. Look, trust me, you're not gonna have nearly as much problems with that one.
all right. We also found another flute, the one that was in Doc's portrait. Do you know what that one does?
And I hold it a bit,
You hold it up. All right, these guys really know their music.
I imagine.
They examine it, okay? And little guy on drum. You mind if I see that?
Hmm. You're gonna give it back?
Of course.
Drop it in his hand.
You drop it in his bony hand. He holds it between the four of them and examines it closely, okay? Yeah. That there is the dual flute, a suggestion.
I recall.
This thing is actually pretty darn close to the guitar in mana.
I recall that as well.
Yeah. He hands it over to you.
Did Doc create both of these?
No.
No. The
I
flute's
helped him
been
find
around
those.
for about the last. I used to know this. Jackie? Yeah, about the last, I want to say 1,000 years or so. Don't rightly recall what made it.
So just a
Do I recall? I did a lot of research onto this thing when I was finding it.
Absolutely, you do recall. This thing, when played correctly,
I knew
with
what made it.
what made it?
A lot of research.
This thing was forged by the gods themselves
I would do it.
to harness and control the powers of nature, but only when playing specific songs.
Mm,
Play it chaotically, and God knows what's going to happen.
interesting.
Uh-huh.
Do I remember any of the bits that were supposed to be played?
Any of the bits.
Any specific melodies?
You know what? Roll me wisdom.
All right. Can I make an argument for intelligence, for memory?
Sure,
Woo.
absolutely you can.
I gotta ask him, did Doc make the guitar?
With this kind of craftsmanship, probably.
Yeah, that Bricks speaks up. Absolutely.
17.
It was actually why he was studying the flute. He made the guitar to try and match it, but it did a bit more.
So okay, so these both control nature.
One controls nature.
All right.
The other can control bits and pieces of reality. Now, I'm not saying that you're gonna go flipping universes on its head, okay?
Like you know what?
You're not gonna turn your head into a float.
Okay.
I rolled 17.
17. You remember the Song of the Beast.
Interesting.
Controlling it, you can manage to disarm and slightly control violent creatures.
All right.
Probably would have been a great thing to use on that monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Wasn't
I wouldn't have
fair.
gotten to kill it.
No, and you were not thinking about it.
Yeah.
To be fair, you know.
I blasted the monkey bit.
Yeah.
Back to hell.
Yeah.
All right.
I put the flute back in my pouch and
Hey, do you ask the one boys? Do you know anything about Doc's other pets?
Let's see. I know about the adorable little fuzzy one.
All right.
You know, little green guy, adorable
yeah.
little snout, look kind of like a sloth elephant. Adorable
know.
little guy.
Are we
Indeed.
talking about the muscle-bound beasts that kind of almost squashed us?
What?
No, we are not.
Never mind. I'm okay. Any others?
He loved working with those monkeys.
Those hellish beasts.
yeah, devil chips. We told you about them when you first came down here.
Anything about a two-headed giant version?
Nope.
Okay. Anything else?
And the saxophone player scratches at his cleft bone chin. I remember. He had this adorable little bunny.
Funny.
Real cute thing. Looked like it was made out of cotton candy.
Do you remember its name?
Oh, it's been so many years. Ow! Fluffy! The little guy speaks up.
All right. And Fluffy was the one that was moved, right?
Nope.
It wasn't?
Just don't pet it.
Okay, so there's Fluffy the what was the one that was moved? That was
That didn't say. Moved.
oh, I just said
That's the only thing it said.
got you. So so that means there's either another one or that one, the one moved. All right, well, I don't share my cat. You want to ask him anything?
no, I think I'm good.
Rothgar, you got any
Same.
questions for okay. Yeah, thanks, Bone Boys.
And finally, the saxophone player speaks up. He's chuckling a good bit. You sure I can't play the? Yeah, you sure I can't play the pan flute? Hey, just once.
What does it do exactly?
Let me show you. It's hilarious.
I can't turn. That's Rothgar. That's on you.
Sure.
All right, and you have handed a dangerous piece of weaponry to the living skeleton. I gotta stop doing that. It's not funny anymore.
No, I just thought they were like pacified by the scythe.
As far as you know. All right, let's see. I had a tab pulled up on this. All right, he pulls it to his bony lips, okay?
All right.
And somehow blows air into it, okay?
All right.
No music comes out. The only thing you hear coming out of these pipes, okay?
Yeah.
My girlfriend left me because my obsession with Linkin Park. But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Oh no. I
Wait.
start walking away.
Is this a pun?
He blows it again. Why shouldn't you let kids watch big band performances on TV? Too much sax and violins.
All right, thank you. You can.
Hrothgar follows Shamrock,
I take the-
walks
I take the-
away.
The sax player is just laughing his bony butt off.
I walk with them. I just pocket the piccolo, a pun piccolo,
Pan flute.
a pun pan flute.
A pun flute.
A pun flute and a guitar and other flute that can control nature.
Don't
Well, I
forget
have
cheese that plays disco music went around with Hrothgar for some reason. Hrothgar, do you still have the cheese or did you eat it?
Hrothgar has the cheese.
It's in your pocket?
Yep.
Throughout this entire time, you guys have been hearing muffled disco.
I'm loving it.
Boogie down.
And now
What do the Bone Boys have to say about the disco?
You didn't show it to them. They just assumed you guys like disco.
That's fair.
You want to ask them about it?
Sure.
All right, you turn back. She's like, wait a second. Okay?
Yeah.
They didn't even get the start, but you can tell they were ready. All right. And what do you do specifically?
Y'all know anything about this? Reach
you-
into my pocket, pulls out disco cheese.
You pull out a 2-kilogram block of cheese. That's plain disco music. You hand it over to him, okay? It's
Yeah.
still playing, okay? Still playing
Yeah.
music. And you stick it in Jackie's hand, okay?
Alright.
He looks over it, okay? His eye rolls to the other side of his skull and to the other socket as he's looking.
Alright.
All right, yeah, I remember this one. These guys have a lot of knowledge on music. All right, Shorty.
They seem the type to die for it.
now we need a bad joke.
Hmm.
All right,
Sure.
and he has trouble remembering. Whatever, Shorty. Addressing Hrothgar the dwarf. Shorty. Watch this.
Hrothgar is not pleased, but he will
Watch
watch.
this. And he shoos bricks and the littlest skeleton to wander away. Okay, a
Alright.
good bit.
Alright.
And the only one left there is you and the saxophone player. All right, watch this. It's not that useful, but it's pretty cool.
Alright.
Okay.
I like cool.
And as he walks away from both of you, okay? Take the sax player with you.
Okay.
You stay standing. And then he motions for the sax player to keep walking, okay? So he's putting himself in the middle of both of you. And you see, as the sax player keeps walking off, the disco music dies down. until it fully stops, okay? You see, God knows why. This cheese only plays music. No, only disco funk for some reason. Only plays it when it's in the presence of a mustache.
Hmm.
Again,
That's
God knows
something
why.
I can enjoy, my friend.
And since Hrothgar is the only one here with a beard, and the sax player is the only one of them with a mustache, that's why it's playing. Or was, at least. So yeah, you've got a block of cheese that only plays disco funk when in the presence of a mustache. He walks back over, music starts to play again, and he sets it in Hrothgar's hand. Everyone comes back to their places.
So I'm standing in the elevator shaft, just waiting.
I'm with him.
All right. So Hrothgar, you walk back.
Yeah.
All right, and you leave the Bone Boys to finally resume playing again.
Yep.
All right, and you make your way back to the elevator shaft. You get
Come on,
there.
boys, wait.
Go on.
You actually do that?
No.
Making sure.
You only
We
get
don't need to get murdered by the Bone Boys.
I don't want you to have to fight the Bone Boys. I love the Bone Boys.
Yeah.
Us too.
They are pretty rad.
Yeah, Jackie, Bricks, and the other two.
All right. So is the ropes? Oh wait, I kind of like collect my rope from the rubble
Roll for strength.
to get the rubble off my rope.
To be fair, that rubble is an entire elevator.
Oh, I thought it just got off the bottom half.
Yeah.
Oh, right. No. Dang, forgot about that.
Yeah, makes it a whole lot easier to climb back up there now that we don't have a portal.
Yeah, I get that. Like, I'm not like I get that. Just like, oh shoot, I also wanted my rope back, but all right.
All right, and you guys are finally leaving RTI.
Jesus, only 5.
You're not getting that rope back.
Looks like the rope's lost cause. All right.
Yeah, all right.
One of you has finally lost an item you were given.
Oof.
All right, Mr. Backflip. Wait, actually, can we see the rope?
No,
No?
that was
Yeah.
at the very bottom.
Give me 1 second.
Like,
Oh, right. Something else we didn't mention, I don't think, at the very beginning of this. You also have 2 wormholers,
Yep,
2 of the old ones.
they don't go as far. Unless we want to just sit here for a minute rummaging. Yeah, rope's lost.
ooh. I do hope that doesn't like because yeah, that was one of the items he gave us. And like,
How bad do you want that rope?
I mean, like if like that's more
I
like.
think we really want that rope.
Do you think we do?
I think we want that rope.
Okay, I pull up my.
I wouldn't risk that.
I mean, like even if like we're sitting there, I just cut the rope, but we kind of like knot it back. You know? Don't you have mending?
No.
Oh, my bad.
There's another campaign.
All right, okay, like
All right.
I guess like instead of like
Hrothgar.
I rummage instead of
Rummaging.
All of you, strength check.
Strength.
Go for investigation.
No.
But this is exactly what it's.
God damn, only 10.
I'm sorry, man, but you know where this is and you know what you're looking for. This is pure strength.
15.
15.
How about I just give somebody else advantage?
Go ahead.
I'll give Hrothgar. No, I'll give Taz advantage
All right,
because I can't do shit with strength.
20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yep.
You managed to find the rope
Oh, thank gosh.
and start climbing
All right,
up that chiseled in service ladder, okay?
all right.
Yay.
All right. You guys make it up, okay? And I'm going to say you have a relatively easy time getting to the stuck elevator doors.
Oh,
Still parted, like 2 feet parted.
Oh yeah,
I just need.
you cut them open already.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right. You get up there. Nark's not there, though. Okay?
That's,
Okay.
I guess we didn't order him to. What breaks that spell again? Like, only if we attack him, right? Or is it anything attacks him?
Or if he
Or
loses,
if I lose concentration.
like to set something on fire with his magic of concentration. And suddenly, you guys hear a terrifying roar. It almost sounds like an elephant.
That's not good.
Hold
Hold up.
And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
God dang, I got that narc now.
We hope you guys had a fantastic time. We hope everyone enjoyed this, and we're sorry to leave you on a cliffhanger. But we're all getting tired. It's late, and we'll see you again next time on a Friday night. Good night, everybody.